Calvin Williams Jr. played at Klein Forest High School. He'll be a freshman this year. 6-foot guard.
Wow. I can see that growth in him.
Yes.
I can definitely see that growth in him. He's going to be prepared for that collegiate debut.
And B. King with a turnaround jumper. The rebound. Going up strong. Oh, no foul call. B. King, the ball just a little high there. And a transition foul. As in Jeff Van Gundy would be throwing a fit. he just doesn't believe in transition defense. That's just, you're not playing defense. You're not playing basketball when you do that. But I understand it because it's a part of the rules as of now.
Some utilization. Zach now, I think this is an addition to their roster. He may be a part of that St. Thomas roster as well. Just wanted to get some play in today.
First time seeing Zach on the court, and good defense here early on, and they trap. Look at the energy here from the Celtics. They are fighting, clawing, trying to get their way back in the game. Even though they're down by 20, these guys are not going to go away easily.
Look, this Celtic team, they came to get a dub because that is their only chance to remain alive in the power rankings. We talked about them being 10th there currently, and they're looking to get that 8th position or even more, depending on how today and tomorrow goes for the remainder teams. But they definitely want it. You can see the passion all over the court today.
They're playing with so much passion, and if they get the AC, they're going to give Houston Flight a game. They're not going to just walk in there and roll over for Houston Flight. It's a very dangerous.
No. Yes, we get his Celtics bench.
Yes, but
he silenced the bench there.
He stared him down as he walked away hitting that three. But Zach said, "Watch this," as he gets off the side of the rim.
So one thing, too, though, when you do have all that energy, you don't want to get too riled up and kind of forget what your principles are, because there you go, another stare down from King there.
Freddie Ricks slashing to the basket as he is, from what I see, the leader of the Celtics basketball team. He rallies the guys together.
This team's still down, though, 48-26. It's just us holding their weight at least here.
It's just us is having their way early on.
Much needed three there, 50-29, making this a 21-point game.
21-point game here in the second quarter. It's just us. You don't want to get too happy about that lead because, as you could tell, the Celtics, their energy is still way up, and they're still going to try to fight, get back in the game. It's no tomorrow for this team.
Yeah, no tomorrow. It's today, all or nothing. It's win or go home here because also it's just us team. They are at the 8th position of the power rankings. So they must win here because they also have similar records with that Coos Elite team, which sits 9th. And then Coos Elite we'll see them later on today against the Defenders. So it's a lot on the line with this game, and
it's really a playoff game.
It essentially a play-in game.
Exactly.
A play-in game.
A play-in game.
So today we're going to see a lot of interesting games. So make sure you're tuned in, Maxx Sports TV. Plug us into your big screen TV so you don't miss a thing here at your No Excuses Pro League.
Album. Williams playing great defense and getting tipped. And another three. That's Jay Hedgeman. Said Jay name a lot today. I am just impressed. I know we've been harping on the Celtics' energy, but it's just us has matched every bucket. Just when you feel like the Celtics is getting ready to make that run, it's just us. They come back with a big bucket as Zach from the corner knocks down a big three. What a shot there from Zach.
But you're definitely right. It's just us has done an outstanding job not allowing that energy to get to them, but just play their own game. And it's a good thing on the Celtics side, too. Their energy is not dying down. They know that they're down, but they know they have to rally together here to.
As I said, Jalen Green.
Are you saying Jalen Green? You ready for the NBA
I'm ready for the Rockets to grab Jalen Green with the second pick.
But that was another three for King. I think that makes like 4 for him today. And look at that, Ricks with the response from the arc.
B King, as Ricks knocks down another three, but B King loves this gym. He can get it going as he likes this matchup here.
Oh, for a 4-point play here.
Okay, B King, he loves this court. He's going to have it his way here today as he gets ready for the opportunity for the 4-point play.
Hey, he's talking to the bench here, so I love the competitiveness that this league brings, no matter what. And I think we've seen the intensity grow week after week, and it's just us and the Celtics. I never thought that this game would bring some intensity, but it's a great opener for our triple header today.
It's a great opener, and we have a 24-point lead here. B King has opportunity to extend it, but as you said, great energy for both of these teams early on for the first game. As he, they can have a 5-point possession. Why not?
And they make it a 5-point possession. Wow. As we're under the minute now here in your first half. Calvin Williams showing off some handles, but he'll throw it right into the hands of It's Just Us. All right, so whose power is it now?
That was a heck of an alley-oop and tomahawked it down. As the Celtics, they got to continue to fight here.
The Celtics going to need some stops,
Yeah, it's like, uh-oh.
And you don't want Green to get hot like that, because once he gets to jamming, it's over with.
It's a wrap as Green and Bernard King, they have it going here in the first half. That's a big three for the Celtics.
27-point lead right now. Yeah, the Celtics are going to try to get as many as they can right now.
Wow, another three here for Zach.
Make it 24.
Just watching the Celtics players shoot, I wonder who's their shooting coach. All these guys have very nice form.
Ooh, not quite 65-41 here. It's just us completely dominating right now, the Celtics, but the Celtics not dying down that fight.
They're not going away easily. These guys are going to continue to fight hard. There's no tomorrow for this team. As It's Just Us, they're trying to secure that 8th seed as well. And that was a very fast-paced, entertaining first half.
Yeah, I will have to agree with you there. A lot is on the line with this win here. Both of these teams, this win can do something different to their rankings. So I'm excited to see how this second half will be going. But we got 4 minutes into that halftime. But until then, enjoy some messages from our sponsors.
Thank you.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
And we're back here live at the Ford Center as we have a 24-point lead here early on from It's Just Us. Paige, it was a very frantic, start here for us, but, we got everything situated. But, each team is trying to secure the 8th seed. Just what are some of your thoughts here on the first half?
You can definitely feel the energy here from the first half.
Right.
And in two different perspectives. This Celtics team, they're down. They're down over 20 points, but their energy has not died at all.
Yeah. So
that goes to let you know that this second half is just going to be just as a fight as the first half was. Now, for It's Just Us, it's important for this team. We've seen them below double-digit leads.
Yes.
So it's important for this team to close out strong and not let the Celtics go on a run, because let me tell you something. If Wynn and Arnold, if Zach, because Zach is an addition that I haven't seen before. If they get hot from the arc, it can easily be over with in just a matter of runs. You know what I'm saying? We can be at a single-digit margin here. So it's just us definitely going to want to try to close out here, try to reinforce some things here. We see King doing it, and Green giving us a few slams here and there. So take that same energy into the second half. They will be well off, but this Celtic team, they're not going to go down without a fight.
Not going to go down without a fight at all. As these guys, they all play together. They all have something that they're trying to play for. As we get ready to start our second half here, as it is now a 22-point lead. I'm not too sure why I guess they changed the score. They added some points here for the Celtics. If you're the Celtics, going into this quarter, you just want to try to get it under 10 going into the fourth. Try to get within 10. Try to get within striking distance. You don't want to go in the fourth quarter down 20 points against a veteran It's Just Us team. They will slow the game down, chew the clock, and make sure they walk away here with a win.
And that's an interesting perspective, too, because It's Just Us is a veteran squad.
Yes.
And this is a collegiate squad, and not all of them are seniors. We just took a look at the roster. A lot of incoming freshmen, juniors, seniors there. So it's a mix of collegiate athletes versus some veterans. So it's kind of like old school versus new school right now.
Exactly. It's kind of like when that Team USA plays the under-18 team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I agree. That's a perfect way to put this game into perspective to the audience.
Yes, ma'am. As we get ready to start here in the third quarter, Celtics will inbound it. Freddie Ricks, the leader, the senior, try to get his team back in the game.
One thing the Celtics teams have to do better at is rebounding.
Yes.
That's what's killing them the most, I believe.
As they, 24, Kalen Anderson, he's about 6'5", but they need just a little bit more size. So he has he still got the 2 points.
A little showboating there, but got to get up. Got to make sure them calf muscles warmed up. You're gonna give us a show like that.
He tried to tear the rim down. He still got his 2 points. Green had enough time to size that one up as he knocks it down. Freddie Ricks pushing the pace here. Win. Left side, right-handed floater. Oh, takes a hard foul. It's Just Us and the Celtics. Both teams knocking down their first couple of threes here in the second half.
Yeah, I definitely think Williams is going to pay for that attempt of dunk here, because It's Just Us did not like that at all.
They didn't like that at all. And that could be a nominee for our not top 10. That's something I don't want to do it, but, there continue to be plays.
Hey, it's
like
basketball. Look, it's basketball. You got plays that happen like that. You got to. It's inevitable. Sending it to the corner too high.
Wayne got up for that one.
Yeah, he did. That's who should have been doing the attempt.
Long range three, no good. Rebounded by King. Trying to get a bounce pass, swings it out to the right corner. Swing as the ball creates energy. Another over the back. They're calling that all game. You're gonna have to box out here.
So I think they thought that it would be in Celtics direction, but
in and out. They're rebounding by the Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics need to get some offensive rebounds.
The three here is off. As Anderson, he's trying to box out, but he's going against,
Yeah, he's stern, but he's gonna have to get some body up on him.
Yeah, they're going against grown men. So
right.
It's just not slighting these guys. It's just it's a reason. Mm-hmm. They call it a man body. They and these guys, then they got a couple reps under their belts too. So they're strong. They're strong young men. They just got to get a little stronger here. This Wynn comes off the screen, and he likes that off balance right-handed floater. Just hasn't got to go yet. Another rebound by Anderson, but intercepted by Green. Throws it up. As Jay Hedgeman finishes, Wynn, he's not going to hesitate.
No.
Off a little bit as Ricks makes the hustle play. That's what your seniors do.
Shots not falling for the Celtics, something that we're not used to seeing.
And this is how the Celtics have kind of gotten out of games. Because they've been in every single game they've been in, but sometimes they get 3 to go there from Marion Williams. But they do struggle at times from 3. They kind of remind me of the Houston Rockets a little bit.
Oh.
In the sense that, even if the 3 ball's not going, they still like to get it up. There's nothing
just
wrong.
get those attempts under their belts, huh?
It's a mathematical equation that a lot of teams are going with nowadays. But sometimes you just got to get to the line, get in rhythm. As we get a nice Euro here from Jay.
Yeah, no one's stopping Hedgeman right now. No contestant we've seen to him. He just kind of navigates through that defensive wall of the Celtics. But I think we're going to have a full sub here for your Celtics coming up very soon.
We're going to have a whole hockey lineup change. Here is Anderson.
Anderson definitely should have waited, set up some offense. You can't afford those type of plays.
We have a 74-48 lead here.
Yeah, we're going to need a full sub. These guys are winded. And you don't want it's just us to go on a run. Definitely want to call a timeout here shortly.
26-point game. This Wynn's going to try to get aggressive for his teammates, and it is blocked. Green have seen that right-handed floater too many times. Good block. Way to get back by Anderson.
Yeah, but they're winded. The Celtics are definitely winded right now. They need...
Getting ready to make a substitution here.
And that's the interesting thing about the Celtics. They can do that.
Right.
They can do a full sub and still have high-quality athletes on the court.
These guys, this is a full roster from St. John's College. As these guys are trying to stay in shape and get ready for the upcoming season. And, when they make that substitution, there's really no drop-off in talent, as you were saying earlier.
I'm curious to see what Zach's going to do here. A player we have not yet seen at this No Excuses Pro League, and this is the first time I'm seeing his appearance and his debut for the Celtics. And, think about all the games they could have really benefited from him just being a part of.
Yes, he's a sharp shooter, and he's a playmaker.
Right, yeah, exactly that.
Zach with the ball here. He is not afraid of the moment, not afraid of the competition.
There's our rebounds.
They're doing everything they can to...
They're going to call it Celtics direction.
Celtics ball. 29-point lead here. Calvin Williams up top. Pulls it.
We have not seen a shot fall for Williams, and that's been a difference.
That's been that's very unusual. His usage rate is way lower this game than what it normally is. There's been games where Calvin Williams didn't have 20-some points in the first half.
Right.
Very interesting here that he's not the focal point for the Celtics offense. As he is trying to guard B. King in the post. B. King's going to call Mouse in the house and just go to work. Nice little left-handed hook shot there from King.
Those games that Calvin Williams have gone on, those have been this team's wins.
Yes.
They are currently 2-8, I believe, according to 2 days ago for the ranking. And, That is definitely a huge difference when your shooter is not shooting. Your shooter is not on.
I like how you, shooter's not shooting.
So we got a 31-point game here. Celtics down, about 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Still ample amount of time.
A lot of time to get back in this game. It's not over yet, especially the way the Celtics shoot the three ball. It is rebounding here from It's Just Us, and they're looking to try to close this one out. What a cut there by Green. This is just a veteran team that's been in moments like this, been in big games like this, making the necessary plays to win the ball game.
Yeah, It's Just Us came to play today.
Thank you.
So the Celtics trying to climb back after this deficit 35-point game right now. Calvin Williams still struggling here. The rim. We talked about the other rim just being unforgiving, but this one is being unforgiving for them.
Very unforgiving for the Celtics, but It's Just Us just keep coming back at them, extending this lead as we have a 35-point game here in the third quarter as the Celtics fighting for their season.
So It's Just Us is at the line currently. There's Gerard Henderson. He was shooting for two. First is good. And 2 for 2, he goes at the line for Henderson. $37-point game here. Celtics going to want to get some stops and get some shots.
Get some stops, get some shots up as Calvin Williams penetrates. See, this is what I'm saying. If Calvin Williams gets the ball, he could get to any spot on the court, make the defense collapse, and he could kick it out to any of these open shooters. Strong rebounder there from the Celtics. Calvin Williams probing with the ball. Good screen there. What a cut, what a pass.
Oh, that would have been a nice play, but a great attempt. Great attempt. That's what you want to see.
That's what you, exactly what you want to see. You're here for the Celtics as It's Just Us gets another offensive rebound and put back up in by Sue Bramo as they have came to play today. As we get a timeout for them. And we get a foul call here. Kind of reminds me of Derrick Rose when he attacks the basket.
Yeah.
How he just has the ability to hang in the air and wait for the defender and then, finish how he wants to. And it's very rare to see guys like that.
And, we talked earlier about just these shooters getting these reps in at the free throw line. And just like that, he's able to get some points on the board for his team, but also just kind of find his rhythm.
Finding his rhythm, and most importantly, you see him running back down on the court with a smile. Guys got to remember to have fun. That's what this game is about. Try to have as much fun as possible, and that joy can carry you back into the game or back into rhythm.
So we got about 38 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 89-55. It's Just Us. We got a brief timeout on the court. If you're the Celtics coach, what are you telling these players right now? I'm telling these guys, keep your head up, keep fighting, keep clawing. You guys know when you came into this league, you're going to be going against some professional athletes, guys that's played professional in the NBA, overseas. This is great experience for you guys. But continue to fight, play hard, and you never know. Continue to, have fun out here. This is a great experience for these young guys to grow and to build team chemistry. Yeah, I would have to agree with everything you just mentioned there. You know, it's important that this team, they realize that they are a unit and just staying, trusting one another to make those moves and make those plays is going to be essential for them going into this fourth quarter. We still have 38 seconds remaining in the third, but, you know, in the fourth quarter, this team's going to want to just be as clean as possible as far as efficient goes and just do what they do well. And I think this Celtics team can definitely compete with It's Just Us right now.
Oh, they know they can compete with them. They just haven't got them shots to fall.
Yeah.
The score does not indicate how evenly matched these two teams just are.
Celtics tighten it up, but Green with the nice 2-point play. In the hands of Zach. The bench saying, go get a bucket, Zach.
Okay, Zach. Oh, Calvin try to come back and throw it down.
And they're going to call a jump ball here. Something interesting about this league is what they do here.
Yeah, I really like that rule. It's a competitive rule. It's not a possession arrow, none of that. If it's a draw call, toss it up, may the best man win, and that's which team gets the ball. I love that rule.
But look at this height here, man.
Hey, Calvin got some bunnies. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets it.
And they'll call it, and It's Just Us direction.
Shot clock turned off here.
Shot clock turned off, 19.6 on the clock.
They're going to try to hold it out for the last shot.
Yeah, I definitely would. You know, It's Just Us team. It's going to be an isolation here.
It's fuzzy. Feeling it. Oh, good block there. Good defense. Way to move your feet.
That's how you want to end the quarter for you. If you are that Celtics team, you want to get a nice defensive play here. So that bring that energy into that fourth quarter. Definitely going to have to be a defensive side of game, and then also just getting those attempts out of your way.
And then that was just great defense by Adam, moving his feet, playing. I always say play defense with your feet, not with your hands. You never get a foul call on you. And he did a great job playing with his feet, moving with the offender, and getting a great block. As you said, the Celtics will try to have that energy carry on the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. We have a ball game still left here, folks, as we have a word with our sponsor.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here.
And we're back here live in the fourth quarter. Gentry Williams, Paige Lawrence. So far, Paige, this has been a dominant performance from It's Just Us. How can this, you said the Celtics need their defense. What else, some things Celtics need to do to get back in this game?
The Celtics going to have to get some stops. This It's Just Us team, they're playing well. And when this team is playing well, it's hard to stop them. So the Celtics, you're already down about a 30-point margin. So you're definitely going to want to get those stops, get those rebounds in order to get some points on the board. And, get some plays like that into it. Zach throwing his body, that's what you're going to need. It's going to be a contact game here for the remainder of the fourth quarter.
I think this young Celtics team is, even though they're down big, they are growing up here in this game. they're building experience. As Zach has been very impressive here in his debut at the No Excuse Pro League. Very aggressive player, not afraid of the moment, and he's attacking anyone as he's been guarded by.
Yeah, for not having played in this league all summer, he's definitely being a force to reckon with, especially against this It's Just Us team. And the shooting, the precision, it's all there for him as he goes 2 for 2 at the line for the Celtics.
Fuzzy trying to go right at Zach, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, it's just us definitely wants this win. You know, and Fuzzy was a late addition to that roster as well.
Right.
And he's just been a pivotal change maker for It's Just Us.
He's been balling. He came. I seen him last week at the Fondy, and I was watching his game. He's been a great addition for It's Just Us, as they have a lot of veteran players that's played a lot of basketball. This is going to be a very tough 8 seed. If they hold on to that 8 seed, Houston Flight is in for a ball game.
In and out.
It's just been tough here for the Celtics. Guys can't hold their head. They got to keep their head high. They've played hard and competed every second of this game.
So not a bad look right now, 95-58.
What a rebound by Anderson as he climbs the ladder.
And they're actually calling it in Celtics direction. But Anderson, you got to tighten up there. Those are the type of plays that we're referring to that can make or break the Celtics right now in this comeback season that they're trying to have in this fourth quarter.
They're trying to get their way back in the game, and he's pulling from the logo, and it is off.
But, I wouldn't be mad at those attempts right now.
And that's how you get back in the ball game. Just what you was talking about, Paige. That fight right there by Anderson is what you was talking about. That's how you get back in the ball game.
And that's what this team needs. I'm surprised that they're actually not doing full court press.
Right.
Because I feel like that's where this team gets its energy from.
As Wynn will pull it.
Whew.
Man.
I thought that was in for Wayne.
It looked good from here. Oh, what a move. B. King swings it. As there's no box out on King. He gets an easy putback for the rebound.
Come on, it's hard to box out King, though.
That's a strong man. A good defense there. Playing a passing lane, and he tried to go behind his back, and it is stolen. Skip pass. Wynn tried to sneak a little tap pass in there.
King reminded them of the rules.
Yeah, he can't touch that. This is a very dangerous It's Just Us team. If they're going to lock up this 8 seed, if you're a competitive choice, grind for mine, Houston Flight, any of those teams fighting for that number 1 seed, just know you're going to have a tough opponent waiting for you.
They're played to where they're actually a dominance.
Yeah, they're a very formidable opponent, and they're going to be a tough out if they secure their playoff seeds. B. King has a smaller matchup again. He's just going to go to work. Swings it out to Fuzzy. Fuzzy has it going here.
We got our first 100 piece of the night.
Oh, man, they done broke the scoreboard.
So who would you rather? It's Just Us or Cruz Elite in that playoff realm? Because they're both on the border right now, same exact record.
Are you asking me who would I rather see
in the playoffs? Yeah.
If Cruz Elite was to bring back
Jacob Young,
I would like to see Cruz Elite. And I know Shavuti Phillips, he's a phenomenal scorer, him, and they also have a very good number 0. He does a great job hustling, playing good defense on Cruz Elite. But I would have to go with It's Just Us for now. They got a lot of veteran players. And veteran players in playoff big games, they tend to make the right plays. They don't let the moment get too big for them.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. They don't let the moment get too big for them.
Right.
And this It's Just Us team, led by Green, of course, and just seeing how he's like right now, he's been kind of silent right now. But in that first half, we saw him just touch a little bit of that energy that we know he has. And once he gets started, it's kind of hard to stop. So, 3-point play.
What a shot. 35-point game here. 5 minutes to go. Jay got the smaller man, and he's going to the basket. Good foul there from Freddie Ricks, not allowing the matchup to get an easy bucket. Understanding how many fouls you have to give. Good foul there.
You know, Jay Hedgeman, he's actually a part of that Raging Cajun team.
Oh, wow.
So he's definitely going to be a great asset there. He'll be a junior this upcoming year. He went to Pearland High School, so he's definitely going to be a force to reckon with, a JUCO product.
JUCO players, for some odd reason, they are the most fundamental basketball players. They they do a good job on defense. Their form is always on point. But JUCO has a way of just tuning up players for that Division I basketball.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with you there, because he was actually a part of that team, helped lead them to the national tournament for the first time since 2006.
Wow.
So he definitely was a pivotal player for that roster, and looking forward to see what he'll do there at ULL.
Great addition. Kalen Anderson looked like he rolled his ankle going to the basket. So he's going to walk it off. Towards the end of the season, you don't want to see no injuries here. Shout out to Malik Amos. Took a hard fall last week.
Yeah.
Speedy recovery.
Taking those safety precautions, those concussion protocols, you never want to play with those.
You want to take as much time as possible.
And I think his team will be all right to make it to the playoffs. He can definitely be back in time enough to show us, strut his skills.
They have a very talented, deep roster. Of course, the stars is the Harrison twins, but between Holyfield and Griffin, they dominate the paint.
Yeah, and Holyfield dominates so much inside the paint that Griffin has expanded his range to dominate in other areas.
Yes.
And that's the unique thing about that defender squad. And we'll actually see them today.
We will see the defenders as they do play Frosttown Elite later on today.
Coos Elite, actually. They'll be playing Coos Elite. Hey, you were right on the Elite. You were right on the Elite. It's going to be an Elite game for sure.
It is Coos Elite. That's going to be a really good ball game.
Yeah, next after this game, we'll actually see Grind for Mine, a competitive choice. That's a highly anticipated game here as fans are beginning to trickle in the stands for that game. And a nice steal by Adam Kanafi.
It's still here as he pushes and stops and pops it and gets it to drop. What a shot there. Going to get a timeout from It's Just Us as the Celtics down 30, continuing to fight, claw. There's no tomorrow for the Celtics team, as we'll have a quick word with our sponsor here live on Maxx Sports TV.
Wow, they agreed to send Westbrook. And we're back here live at game 1 of 3. Celtics, it's just us dominating right now, 102-72. Celtics on board now. Into the hands of It's Just Us, and a foul on the reach. And I believe we were actually in our bonus. Are we in the bonus yet? No, we will not. So we'll be on the sideline here. But 105 actually to 72. 2 minutes remaining here.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, as it is a 33-point game. But don't go nowhere. We have another great game coming up right after this, as Competitive Choice takes on Grind for Mine, as, in my opinion, the MVP of the league, Marcus Hall, getting ready to go against one of the best defensive teams in the league in Competitive Choice.
Competitive Choice, they're led by Commissioner Casey Williams. So, he's definitely looking to defeat this Grind for Mine team, because I don't think Marcus Hall will let him make it if they come out on top.
If this would be a big game for both. Whoever wins this game could be the #1 seed.
Ooh,
this could be a #1 seed implications. I know Houston Flight holds that position, but if you have a 2 versus 3 matchup, this could be this team. Whoever wins that game should be ranked #1 after that.
Hedgeman from the arc, but no good. Too strong there. The Celtics team just giving it some shots now. Newbie. It's just us ball as the time clocks out. 108-72. It's just us over Celtics here in game 1 in the conclusion of their regular season.
Yeah, this is if you're the Celtics, and especially if you're the Celtics coach or the coach that coaches these guys at St. Joe's College, you have nothing to hang your head about. These guys play hard every single game against professional athletes, and if shown, they could be on the same court and hold their own.
Yeah, this team has done exceedingly well by just sticking in there. They've worked all individually, have all improved as players, and I'm excited to see what their season will look like. As the time clocks out, 110-72.
Almost securing that 8th seed. It'd be interesting to see. This is a big game for Cougs Elite for our 3rd game, but the Celtics, what a season for these guys.
What a season for these guys as they close out their regular season. The Celtics definitely did not go out without a fight, but this It's Just Us team proved to be the better team tonight here in game 1 of 3, a triple header today.
Triple header today. As our next game coming up, we do have competitive choice versus Grind for Mine. The MVP of the league, Marcus Hall. If you guys want to see a professional score, stay tuned as competitive choice and Grind for Mine get ready to warm up. But like I said, for the Celtics, great year for these guys. These guys competed hard all year.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
And we're back here as we are under a minute to go. As Grind for Mine and Competitive Choice continue to warm up. Stay tuned. These are two of the top teams here at the No Excuse Pro Basketball League. And if you guys been following the NBA draft, breaking news in the NBA, Russell Westbrook.
To the Lakers?
To the Lakers. Wow.
That's a fit, though. Ooh.
As a Rockets fan that experienced Russell Westbrook here for a whole year, he is a hard-working player. He plays every possession like it's his last. I just don't know. You know, he's going to take possessions out of LeBron James' hands.
Oh, yeah, of course. But, you know, as we talk about age and we talk about just involvement, we kind of see LeBron kind of take a step back a little bit, get more players involved. That just talks to his development as a player in the NBA. But I think it may work.
I'm not.
I don't know. It's kind of like, and it also is going to depend on who they're going to be drafting here as far as the draft goes, because you're going to want to see, and there's going to be many other trades. This is not the only trade that we're going to see here today. You know, this is only the beginning of the biggest trades we're going to see, because Ben Simmons is on the block too.
Ben Simmons is on the block as the Golden State Warriors rejected a trade.
That's crazy.
I agree. I agree with the Golden State. That's not a good trade.
I wouldn't. No, I couldn't see that. Exactly. I couldn't see Simmons going to the Warriors for sure not.
As Grind for Mine and Competitive Choice get ready to tip off here.
But yeah, Grind for Mine, they come in second on the power rankings, current record 8-2. Your Competitive Choice, they come in at that fourth position in the power rankings, 7-3. They also have the similar records with Brew Crew, and Brew Crew will actually play tomorrow. So these guys just looking to kind of get some bragging rights and some brushing off a little bit of some techniques here as they go into game 2 of 3 tonight.
Big game here for each squad, trying to secure their playoff positioning. As you said, try to tune up their skills. As there's breaking news here so far in the No Excuse Pro League, as I haven't seen Marcus Hall warm up. As Grind for Mine will have to do it without their MVP. But it's okay. They have many guys that can get it done. They have Gatlin. They have Chris Brown. They have plenty of guys that can get the game, that can get the win here.
Yeah, we just seen Brent Reed checking in here, so he will be here to play. But this Grind for Mine team definitely have a lot to give. You know, the way that they play offensively, they just play with that grind and that grit. This Competitive Choice team, you know, one of the most defensive teams in this league, and have given a lot of teams a lot of trouble. Even went down to some seconds here in some prior weeks. So as Grind for Mine Competitive Choice gets under the way here, number 2 and 4 in this No Excuses Pro League, Grind for Mine leading. Chris Brown with the tip to give Grind for Mine the first possession of the night. So look at this. Competitive Choice getting under the way, moving the ball very early on, but no good on the first shot attempt. That's Wendell Martis.
What a pass to Chris Brown, and it is rejected. Great defense here from Competitive Choice. Swings it out. It's Nate West. Nate West gets the early 3 here to go from the corner. Gets Competitive Choice on the board early. Gatlin. He's going to be aggressive all night, trying to drive the basketball. Look out. Powell on the fast break. As Potts gets it to go. Good 3-on-1 fast break there from Competitive Choice.
You'll sometimes see Potts be in that navigation type mode, you know, as a guard. He'll just be in those positions to get others involved. And look at that. Another one-handed tip from Chris Brown. We've seen him do that a lot this past weekend.
His development has been huge here for the Grind for Mine. As we get a 3 here, no good. Gatlin, he's going to push it. Gatlin, he's a very aggressive scorer. He's going to try to attack as soon as it is stolen. He's in our Maxx Sports Top 10 every single week.
Really?
Yes, every single week you will see Powell throwing down a crazy dunk. This guy has hops. Probably the most hops in the No Excuse Pro League.
Ooh.
So I try to think, I would go with Powell. If they had a dunk contest, I'm going.
You going with him?
Burns, excuse me. I'm going with Burns. Number 8 here for competitive choice, as he can get up.
Yeah, don't give him not too much room, because if you give him too much room, it's over with.
It's going to be a show. It's Casey Williams continuing to coach up the basketball team. This is what he does. Casey Williams stays on his guys, keeping those guys ready for every moment. He's one of the best coaches here in the No Excuse. He's also the commissioner.
Yeah.
He does a great job of having his guys ready to play every single ball game.
And, you know, he's had some great additions to his roster as well, because Nate West wasn't always a part of this roster. I think a few games we had P.J. Haggerty come out one weekend, an outstanding high school athlete.
Yes.
And, you know, Vanderbilt.
Yes.
Yeah, Vanderbilt. So he's not even here tonight.
Vanderbilt, I was very impressed with him last week. He's a professional player. As Potts gets it to go. Andre Potts, the heart and soul of this competitive choice basketball team.
Now, you may need to add that one to top 10 play, maybe.
Yes.
He's definitely in, and we put that in the drafts right there.
Yeah, that's in the draft. Gallon going to dump it down to Chris Brown. He's just going to send with the sky hook and tip. As Potts gets the hustle play, swings out to Nate West.
Hey, Potts came to play today.
Hey, he ain't playing no ball games. D3 there. It's Burns with the hustle play. It's a slippery spot. New addition here from Grind for Mine, Justin Porter. As Burns climbs the ladder for another rebound. Potts, he's not going to hesitate. As he follows his shot, gets the offensive rebound. Swings it out.
Justin Porter, he's a Tyler Jr. college standout. So another JUCO player in the building tonight.
JUCO is representing out here well at the No Excuses Pro League. You know, a lot of people have like negative connotation when you think of junior college. But in my opinion, junior college is good for some players to go there and develop some of the skills you might need. Jimmy Butler, an NBA All-Star, a guy that has played in the Olympics, also went to junior college. So just because you went to junior college route, there's no shame in that.
Yeah, definitely no shame in that. And I think as, you know, years go on, we're starting to see players utilize that route and not be ashamed to go to JUCO, because there's nothing wrong. You see some of the most talented athletes come out of JUCO, you know, even in other sports. So, you know, Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying? So, like, JUCO, man, you're still taking the right precautions.
You're taking the right path as Gatlin slashes and gets it to go down. Competitive choice tries to get back on the other end and get their offense going. As it is 11-4 here in the first quarter, 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Nate West is dancing.
Man, the handles by Nate West, and he's able to make it. And one for West.
He said, hold on, let me try this with my eyes closed, facing this way. What a shot.
Hey, experimental but successful.
I like it. Good as he has an opportunity for the and one here.
Wow, what? This is the attempt for me.
That's definitely a top 10 nominee right there.
Yeah, don't add that one to it. Start off with that one, actually.
Good call there by the official, as it was off Burns' foot. A sleeper in the NBA draft as the defending champions there.
This is Burns. Too short there.
I was hoping, well, I didn't want Davion Mitchell to slip in the draft, but I wanted the Rockets to try to nab him up.
Ooh. The ball came in our hands. Today, 13-4. Got a 9-point game here. as Grind for Mine is in the possession currently. 5 minutes remaining in your first quarter. Missing everything there. That was DeMarcus Gatlin. So we'll go in competitive choices direction. This game has been very defensive game so far. Nate West navigating some offense. Driving back to the basket through the baseline. The ball hit the screen. Yeah. So Nate West will go to the line to shoot for 2. First is good for Nate. Looking, it's a 10-point game, potential 11 here. This next attempt. Second is good. 1 more to give.
Nate West, early on in the first quarter, came to play.
He goes 3 for 3 at the line, so he's warmed up. Them elbows are greased up and ready to go, man.
As he sinks all 3 free throws. There's a slip up here. Shot short. Uh-oh, look out. He gets it to roll in. Burns try to take flight.
Look at this competitive choice. 18. Grind for Mine 4. So they're struggling a bit without Marcus Hall.
As a big shot there from Justin Porter. As you are correct, they are, Marcus Hall, he's more of the facilitator for this Grind for Mine.
Yeah, definitely.
He does a great, as that's almost stolen there from Brown. Easy bucket here.
And look at that. That's our guy, Brent Reed, one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of the favorite players here. When he wears that Carolina blue, the headband, the way he plays, he just reminds me of Tyler Hansbrough.
Okay. And I'm glad to see the headband is back. Last weekend he didn't play with the headband, so I'm glad to see it back in action here.
Yes, he is rocking it in another good roll as he is. I thought he was fouled, and there's a late whistle there.
Look, the one thing I like about Reed is he do not play scary.
No, he do not.
He does not play scary at all. He is going to go for it. He's going to throw his body. He's going to draw the contact. He's going to do what he has to do to get the bucket.
And he is another one of those collegiate players. He knows what it takes to play at a high level, playing hard every single possession. As Willie White would have a word with him. They got to love Willie, man.
Yeah, you got to love Willie, man. He's definitely the heart and soul of this league. As he actually played in this league very early on at the beginning years.
Wow. Yes, he's one of the original no-excuse players. He's played at the Fondy for a couple of decades. He'll tell you he has many stories about the legendary arena and the players that came through in this league. Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon. So many greats. As a competitive choice will try to inbound here.
Miles Burns will go and take a seat here. But one player that doesn't really get a lot of talk but does a lot for this competitive choice team is Jarvis Nix. We'll see him rebound. We'll see him shoot threes just like that. And I just love his style of play. He's a very quiet player. You don't really hear him yapping off at the mouth here, but he's definitely going to show you his skills.
I've done a couple of interviews with Jarvis Nix. He's a great guy. He works his butt off. He gets in the gym early, puts up the shots, puts in the work. As you see, as much work as he's putting in, it's starting to pay off here at the No Excuse Pro League. Oh, good move there.
Tip but save by competitive choice. Trying to do a step back there, but
that was just great defense. Again, that was a great defensive possession from Grind for Mine. They always play terrific defense every game, as they usually have Marcus Hall to facilitate their offense, but they're trying to find other ways to get it done. First shot there from first timer Anthony Bruner making his debut.
Nice play from the baseline.
Scallon's going to swing it out. Another shot from Kevin Brown.
That could be a good look for Grind for Mine.
Yeah.
Ooh, nothing but net for Michael Lewis to end the first quarter, here in game 2 of 3.
And that was a big shot closing out the first quarter. As we will take a break and have a word with our sponsor here live on Maxx Sports TV. And we are back here live in Houston, Texas at the Ford Center. Gentry Williams joined by Paige Lawrence as we start off in the second quarter between Competitive Choice and Grind for Mine. 15-point lead here. And we have another ball game to where there's a big early lead.
Yeah, another ball game, but I think this lead may not withstand.
Right.
This Grind for Mine team, we just saw something impressive about their defense, and I think that's something that's going to be beneficial for them as this game progresses. But Competitive Choice is one of those hard teams, very antsy, plays very all of the court. They're going to apply the pressure from all corners, so you never know what you'll get with the Competitive Choice as far as which end of the ball you're on, but it's still a fair, even game right now, in my opinion.
Very even game, and applying pressure is what Competitive Choice does better than anyone. Whenever they release that full court press, it disrupts a lot of team offense. Swings at it. And it is stolen, nearly stolen, as they get it right back. Bunch of new faces here for Grind for Mine.
Yeah, whole new roster, so that's something different that they have to go through that this Competitive Choice team does not. They have to get that chemistry going. Whereas Competitive Choice
of that team is still intact. Darius Gatson brings the ball up the court.
He'll get fouled by Reed there, I believe, with the reach in.
That's good defense there by Reed. Just reached in just a little too late. Sending Darius Gatson to the free throw line.
That's a new face for Grind for Mine.
This is his debut as well. They're trying to work in a lot of new players in this game right here. This is a tune-up before the playoffs.
Yeah, I was going to say that, it is maybe important for these teams to get some players on their roster, because we talk all the time about how some teams have a complete bench, and these guys are not going to be able to play the full court like that with only 6-7 players on the roster. You're gonna need players to keep in that rotation, and I think that's good for Grind for Mine, being that they are one of those top teams in this league.
Getting some more depth would be big for Grind for Mine, as most of the year they have. Oh, what a crossover by Burns! He is fouled.
Burns do not be fazed by anything, man. He does not be fazed by anything.
He was just going back and forth dancing. I didn't know he had a yo-yo like that. I was like, okay, bro.
Hey, showing us the skills here at your No Excuses Pro League. Is that going to be added to the highlight tape? I don't know. Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram, Maxx Sports TV Incorporated, there to get all those top 10 plays weekly.
Weekly, as done by our great Dayon Dunlap, our social media pages guy. He does a great job of putting out lots of content, keeping people updated on what's going on here live on Maxx Sports TV.
So he'll go 1 for 2 at the free throw line for Burns. Grind for Mine looking to chime in here, but a loose ball goes into the hands of Competitive Choice. Man, that's hard to stop.
As he is so quick, he has so much momentum going to the basket, and his great finishes. almost get a turnover there, but competitive choice, just how they play the passing lanes as good as anyone in this league.
I know. Hey, we love the headband.
Brent Reed saying he has a headband back. As the rim's short here as Burns has the ball.
One-handed backboard assist there.
What a shot. Going off the opposite leg. Very tough shot. But he gets it to go down.
Oh, Chris Brown.
As Miles Burns takes flight, he is going to make sure he's on that top 10.
Look, he may make the top 10 himself. Just full tape of him, highlight tape from Miles Burns. But I'm scared what we saw prior to that.
Yes.
If Chris Brown could get up just a little bit more and do something like that.
He's going to continue to work, get better. He has made drastic improvements this summer. He was getting ready to tear the rim down. But Miles Burns gets it right back and takes flight. What a sequence of plays right there.
Nah, just that entire run right there.
Yes.
I'm scared for both sides. But you said it. You spoke on Miles Burns. You talked about how he always makes that top 10 play, and that definitely is something that competitive choice prides himself in. And I think we're going to see more of that even in this matchup tonight.
Yeah, as he had to break, and he took flight from almost 13 feet out. And it is a 25-point game in the second quarter as competitive choice, making a statement against Grindfamine.
And two, it's kind of like bragging rights because this competitive choice sits under Grindfamine on the power rankings. So, although either team can benefit from this win, but a loss wouldn't be so bad either.
Oh, great defense there from Nate West, tipping the ball out, playing the passing lane very well.
Look, I think they want us on the court.
Yeah, they trying to get us on the court. I don't want no smoke.
Look, I don't want no smoke if Miles Burns is on the court, okay?
Not the way they playing right now.
This is a very high-intensity level of game that we're seeing right now. This is game 2 of 3 tonight, but Grindfamine, competitive choice, going at it.
Two teams going back and forth. The intensity of this game is starting to pick up. Justin pulls, and he's short, rebounded, gets it right back. Going to be aggressive, swings it out to the corner. As he gets it to drop there, that's Wendell Martis. These guys, they're very fantastic basketball players, but there's just a little hesitation with some of them getting the ball. You could tell that they're used to having Marcus Hall facilitate for this team.
Yeah.
Watch out, Gallon could get up too.
And there he goes. Able to go for 2 and draw contact, but that wasn't a bad play from West.
No, it wasn't a bad play from West. Getting back on defense, playing hard. Coaches love to see that. Trying to trim this lead down.
Gatlin looking to make this a 3-point play.
Burns climbing the ladder. Good dump down there to Reed, and that's a good foul from Wendell Martis. Making Reed go to the line, earn him at the free throw.
So Reed will go through the free throw line. First is good.
First is good as Reed. Oh, I thought he took the headband. It looked like he didn't have a headband on from here from the back, but he kept the headband.
I think he got his hair tucked in it a little bit,
He reached on his swag.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I'm a fan of Reed all day and night.
More prolific players here to No Excuses League. Brown trying to give Gallon the screen as he is going to roll. Good rebound.
Okay, I know. That's what I'm talking about, Chris Brown, getting the rebound and making some plays. That's exactly what they need him to do.
If he can do that, they can be cutting down the nets at the end of the year. As Potts comes off the screen, no hesitation and pulls it. But that was a good soft touch finish there from Chris Brown as Reed will attack into the chest of Brown and get the foul call. And that's what happens when you continue to be aggressive. You're going to get most of the calls if you continue to attack.
So Reed will go back to the line here, revisiting. But just his ability to draw that contact, his ability to stay aggressive is definitely beneficial for competitive choice in what they plan to do here in the playoffs. And he's always a player that gives anyone an issue. Yeah. So I'm going to love to just watch how the aggression is displayed from him in the playoffs. And he'll go 1 for 2 at the line. 22-point game here. Grind for mine down. Competitive choice leading the competition thus far. Running the baseline, but into the hand of competitive choice. And here comes Miles Burns, losing it just a bit with the tip action to Reed. Reed getting his own rebound.
Reed getting his own rebound with the strong finish as Gatlin splits the double team. Ooh.
Look.
They're going to call a foul here. Players are not in agreement here. But Chris Brown, he's been on the boards here early on, showing his dominance. We get a timeout on the floor. So we get a timeout on the floor from Grind for Mine as we will have a quick word with our sponsor here live on Maxx Sports TV.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
Brent Reed out of College Park, 6'8" forward. Chaminade University.
Of Honolulu.
Man, he's coming from Hawaii. That's a trip.
It's a trip. Division II standout athlete here. Reed, he'll be he's done with a college here. So getting some reps in, maybe even looking to get some more into that professional career. Definitely see him being a force to be reckoned with on anyone's roster.
Yeah, he can help out anybody's roster. He's one of those players that does all the dirty work. He doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. He could grab it off the rim and do his own work.
I wonder what that experience was like in Honolulu playing basketball.
Man, that has to be awesome. As I've been to Pearl Harbor, I've never been to Chaminade.
Yeah, I've never been Hawaii at all. So
it rains a lot, and there's a lot of mosquitoes.
Well, look at Houston. You can easily say the same. So I'm well fitted, and I got my rain boots. I'm ready. But Gatlin at the line. First free throw is good. Second, no good. But they will get his own rebound.
Ryan for mine continue to fight here as we are under a minute in the first half. 24-point lead for competitive choice. But Grind for mine, they're going to try to continue to grind this game out.
Look at this grind we're seeing on this possession.
And we get a shot clock violation. And competitive choice, it has to be the best defensive team here in the No Excuses Pro League. These guys, they trap as well as anyone. They play the paint as well as anyone. And their perimeter defense is second to none.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This team has definitely one of the highly competitive teams. We just saw 2 shot clock violations already. Oh, that was intended for Miles Burns.
That was try to slip through the back door for the alley-oop. Good defense there, getting your hands up. 22-point lead. Reed running the court.
One thing about this competitive choice team, you will not see them play too messy. You know, once it gets too messy, Casey will yell and scream. And these guys have some type of discipline.
Casey holds these guys to a high standard. He wants excellence from all these players. If you put on that powder blue jersey, you have to give 100%. As that would do it for our first half. 22-point game as competitive choice comes out and makes a statement. As we will have a quick word with our sponsor here live on Maxx Sports TV.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
As we are back here live on Maxx Sports TV, Gentry Williams, joined by Paige Lawrence. As that competitive choice early on in the first half, they just showed their dominance.
Yeah, competitive choice. They came out with the guns and they are shooting.
Right.
This team just very efficient here in the first half, and I'm very pleased with even with the additions they made to their roster. You know, week after week, they seem to have added a player who has been game changer for their offense and even their defense. I think their defense has always been stellar, but the offense was where they kind of struggled in a bit, and losing some players and now regaining some players. And, you know, Miles Burns.
Very explosive, talented athlete. I think he could be phenomenal in any sport he decides to play, but he decides to play basketball. And I'm telling you, when this guy decides to take flight, he can dunk from anywhere on the basketball court. If you guys been following the NBA draft, since we are in Houston, the Houston Rockets with the 2nd overall pick welcomes in Jalen Green from the G League Ignite. And with the, you know, being picked that high comes with a lot of expectations.
Oh, man, what?
And so, what are some of your thoughts from what you know about Jalen Green?
I think all year everyone's kind of talked about the potential of him or K going to the Rockets, and I think it's definitely suitable for the Rockets. The Rockets still have a lot of moving pieces that they still need to figure out, but he's definitely a solid choice. And like you said, you know, a lot of expectations come with being drafted that high. You know, you don't want to be the bust of the league, right?
Yes.
So that's another pressure that they have to deal with in that transition. But he actually came from the G Ignite, right?
Yeah,
so,
G League Ignite.
So he has a little experience as far as just building his own career and his name for himself. So I think the transition will be a little different to the NBA, but I think that's a perfect gateway to the NBA for him, and he'll be a great asset for the Rockets because they need it. Yeah. With all these trades going on, they definitely need it.
They definitely needed him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him and Kevin Porter Jr. really grow together and develop that backcourt. We also, Jayshawn Tate was an all-rookie player, so it'd be interesting to see how the Rockets, if they could just be patient, let this core grow together. You know, Christian Wood, who knows the future lies with him. He can be a key piece to the team as well. But I want to see if Raphael Stone could take his time to really build a championship team here in the Houston Rockets.
So do you see the Rockets becoming just that young generational team and kind of building history that way? Or do you feel as if they'll kind of have a mix of more veterans and and youthful players. Because I think about the Suns, and I think about how they've kind of built up and now made that NBA Finals, something that we never would have expected. So having a young team and young asset players who are pivotal players that can play in the league, I think it would be interesting to see those two just play together and kind of build upon. So hopefully the Rockets, look, fingers are crossed, man. The city needs you, all right?
We need the Rockets to get it right, as they will. And then one thing about Houston, this is a free agent destination, tax-free state. A lot of players like that. So it'll be interesting to see how Raphael Stone builds his team together. And it is the second half that we are underway. Competitive Choice brings it up, running the pick and roll, and he gets it. And it is off there. Good 301 break from Grind for Mine, running the three-man weave. I hated that drill in practice.
Oh, man.
Winded.
Winded is the word for that play.
Couldn't allow the ball to touch the floor. Great steal there.
Grind for Mine tightening up a bit on the defensive side of things. Gatlin a little short, but getting his rebound.
As they got the lead under 20. And that's something you said earlier with the Celtics. They had to get stops. As Grind for Mine, they're getting some stops here. And that shot is off as Grind for Mine gets the rebound.
One thing this Grind for Mine team is doing is they don't want this Competitive Choice to get in that defensive stance. They're kind of trying to rush and play a little fast pace when they're getting those rebounds. You're hearing the players, let's go, let's go, let's go. So they know that
the offense going before the Competitive Choice get that defense set, because when they get the defense set, they're very tough to break as they get another basket to go.
So we're at a 16-point lead for Competitive Choice. Right now, Competitive Choice, a little errors here, but Nick's sending it and sealing the deal from a three-point range.
Getting a three-point shot to go. Stopping the bleeding there from Grind for Mine as they was off to a hot start with a 8-0 run to start the third quarter. Chris Brown was frustrated with the no call. Get a turnover here.
So you don't want to lose this game mentally.
Yes, I like that. Great point. Great point.
And a nice rip away. No foul called there. So Grind for Mine just really upset about no calls being called at all here.
As he had time to set his feet and he would splash it, extending the lead back up to 22 here for Competitive Choice, as we're going to get a timeout for Grind for Mine. Grind for Mine came out early in the third quarter with the energy, tried to cut the lead down, but a huge answer from Competitive Choice.
Yeah, and Grind for Mine just dealing with a bit of some frustration there. So this timeout is very much needed. You know, you can't be that upset when the officials don't make this call, because then you make the game about them and your competitor. You want to stay honed into what you do, because you're going to get those calls eventually, you know. And there's things that you can do to stop those calls. So just looking for Grind for Mine to just find their footing here. Don't really be frustrated. Don't bring that angriness and aggression towards the players. Just stay zoned in. As this Competitive Choice team, they're definitely zoned in here.
Yeah, Competitive Choice is definitely zoned in. They're locked in. They're trying to come away with this win, climb in that rankings. But if you're Grind for Mine, hey, you're not out of this game. Continue to play hard. Don't worry about the officials. Play your game. As we are under 10 minutes to go, 22-point lead here for Competitive Choice, as they're going to pick up full court.
And we've seen that from Competitive Choice, full court press from the beginning. So I'm surprised they're just now starting their full court press, because that's something that Casey prides himself on.
And I wonder if that has something to do with them coming out with the fast, having a great start. They jumped on the guys early, got a good lead. And you don't want to expend your players, playing, because playing that defense takes a lot of energy. There's a good pass there.
Knicks with the handles, pull-up jumper, and it's good.
Man, what a shot there from Knicks. Probing, getting into his spot, getting it to drop. What a shot. Rim just dancing around with the basketball. Couldn't get it to drop.
Nice defense by Grind for Mine there. From the corner, there was Rashawn Jackson.
Rebounded by Nix. As he's going to continue to be aggressive here in the third quarter. Rebounded. And he gets the foul in the bucket. Cornell Crossland going to the free throw line with the opportunity for the three-point play. Competitive choice making a statement here against the number 2 team in the No Excuses Pro League, Grind for Mine.
Yeah, this competitive choice team, they acting totally different, okay? They are acting totally different here against Grind for Mine, but they knew what they came to do.
Yes.
They're looking to climb the power rankings, although they're already in that playoff contention, but they want a better seed. They want to be, and as far as format goes for the playoffs, they want to be in better position in who they play in this upcoming playoff, and that will actually start on Sunday.
Yes, the playoffs do start Sunday. And, you know, as an athlete, you know, sometimes when you go into a big game and then you realize a star player on the team is not there, you kind of let your guard down a little bit.
Yeah.
I am impressed by competitive choice, not letting their guard down, coming out with that same energy and intensity and making sure they come away with the win here.
Yeah, they don't care who on the court. They're
Right,
going to play.
right.
And that's one thing you love about this competitive choice team.
They play harder than every team in this league plays hard, but there's a different intensity with competitive choice steps on the court.
Every rap matters for them.
Yes. What a tip in there from Grind for Mine as Rashawn Jackson gets it to go. Nate West. As they call it, moving screen. That's one of them calls you could call it every play. Kevin Garnett was so famous for it.
Oh, man.
Every pick he said was a moving screen, and they just decided to call it whenever they wanted to.
But Grind for Mine looking to climb back right now, sitting below competitive choice 57-34.
He is fouled on the way to the basket. Kevin Brown.
Yeah, he asked for that contact because he definitely could have shot out behind the arc there.
Yeah.
But he had enough room, ample amount of time to get his feet set, but he decided to drive to the basket, which is still not a bad move for him.
Not a bad for move. Probably trying to get to the free throw line, get his rhythm going, see the ball go in the basket. Changes the whole perspective from a lot of players just to see it go in every now and then.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
21-point game here in the third quarter. Nate West going baseline. Right-handed hook shot off short. Gatlin applying the pressure, and he is fouled on the play. Grind for Mine here doing a great job of getting to the free throw line, chipping away at this lead.
Yeah, Grind for Mine doing exactly what they need to do. They're getting the stops. They're drawing the contact. They're getting those attempts. And it's kind of blowing this competitive choice team. You know, you're seeing them a little winded, something we don't see too often.
Not often at all. These guys are, in great shape. Casey Williams coaches these guys very hard. It'd be interesting to see if Grind for Mine can make another push here to try to trim down this lead, as there's a goaltender there from hanging on the rim. Cornell Crossland back at the line here. Gets the front end of gets the first free throw to drop. As you look around the Ford Center, you start to see people trickle in. There's an energy in the arena itself. I know we're not at the Fondy, but the Forge we're creating our own history here in the sense that, this is where Shannon Shorter had that special 62-point performance. This is where the league, where we started. And I just can't thank the Ford Center enough for allowing us to have this game here today.
Yeah, it's definitely been a staple this summer, and it's been a place to be.
Right.
You want to see some good basketball, this has been the place to get that entertainment.
As we have another entertaining coming up right after this, as Coos Elite.
The defenders.
We'll finish off our triple header. Oh, I thought he was about to head
man, I didn't know what he was going to do, man. I leaned back that time because you never know what to expect with Miles when he gets to that rim.
Every time the ball comes off the rim like that and Miles Burns jumps, I just hold my breath. It's about to be something special. Chris Brown, he is, as Casey is calling out the press. This is what competitive choice does. They press and they trap and they force you to force turnovers as they get ready to turn up the energy here.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the energy is definitely shifting as competitive choice is looking to go on a run now. And things is not going in the Grind for Mine's favor. They're not getting the calls that they're begging for here, but they got to want it more, that grit. And this is where Marcus Hall is the missing piece of this team.
Marcus Hall, he does a great job of rallying the troops, keeping everybody involved. As Chris Brown just wasn't ready for the basketball.
So competitive choice. Power is in their hands here at the third quarter as we're coming in under that 2-minute. Brim Reed looking for the tip, but Miles Byrne getting that rebound. Chris Brown with the rejection, but right into the hands of competitive choice. And a rejection from Chris Brown there.
Chris Brown trying to get his feet back under him, get this rhythm going with a good block there.
Man, a nice block by Brown there. That's what you want to see, especially when you have a player like Reed. You're definitely going to want that contention. I think Brown is low-key getting mad at here, so we may see a different side of him. Look at that.
Well, another rejection from Chris Brown. He is showing a different side of himself. He is getting,
I think he can definitely be that essential player for this Grind for Mine team. As time dwindles down here. Nice finger roll for Burns.
Burns out in transition. He very tough athlete to stop once he gets the ball in momentum. It's a great job with the finish there. 64-36. Under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Gatlin, nice play by Gatlin. Very patient there. And I think that's one thing that this Grind for My team is. They grind so hard that they forget to be patient. And Gatlin is one of those key players who's able to kind of slow things down a bit. Burns takes a step back.
Okay, Burns. He is having himself a night.
Hey, that top 10, he won them all. As Burns is able to close out for competitive choice right now, 67-38 competitive choice over Grind for Mine. 12 minutes remaining here in your regulation of game 2. Just some outstanding performance we saw from competitive choice thus far.
Competitive choice showing why they are one of the more competitive teams here in the No Excuse Basketball League. That defense is suffocating. Every time Casey, he's like, go, 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 and they just turn it to a whole nother level with that full court press. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, 29-point lead here for the competitive choice, and Grind for Mine, they have a monumental hole to dig themselves out of.
Yeah, Grind for Mine is going to have to grind in this quarter to get things done over competitive choice. The energy that this competitive choice team carries, it's kind of hard to dial it down, and especially when Grind for Mine is dealing with some frustration. They're already missing Marcus Hall here on their roster tonight, and Chris Brown not getting the necessary calls that he wants in his favor. So this team just has to stay in it mentally, and I think they can still contest for this matchup against competitive choice.
They can still come back and put up a fight as competitive choice goes on to this relentless, suffocating full court press defense. Dumps it down to Chris Brown, and Chris Brown knocks down a hook shot. He has such a soft touch around the rim.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so hard to find 7-footers with that amount of soft touch around the rim. And he's made a huge leap in this game this summer.
And look, let me tell you, he has a whole nother unlocked level, and you can just tell it. I think as this summer league progresses, we're going to see more and more, and he's definitely going to make those top 10 spots.
Grant Reed with a big rebound there, and Nate West for 3, misses it. Burns fighting, scratching, clawing, getting back to the line there.
And they're going to call that foul on Chris Brown there. Look a bit confused about their play, but anybody looks confused when the call is called on them, right?
Most players do. You never feel like you foul a player whenever they call it. Miles Burns to the line. This is the first in of the 2 free throws. Very explosive player. Couldn't get any, but he gets his own rebound.
And that's impressive. When you can get your own rebound.
Yes.
Deep bounce pass, but blocked by Burns. Man, come on.
That was right.
Yeah, besides, it was all ball from the primary.
Anthony Bruner to the line.
Haven't really said his name a lot tonight.
As he is this is his debut at the No Excuses Pro Basketball League. This is a lot of new faces for Grind for Mine. And I understand you're down by 26 points, but you got a lot of new faces, a lot of new guys you're trying to work in the rotation. A lot of guys, this is their first time playing at this level. So it's going to take time for these guys to build some chemistry. Don't hang your heads just because you're down. This is one of the better teams in competitive choice. Continue to fight, continue to get better, and build chemistry.
Because this competitive choice team, they can easily win this league this summer, too.
Oh, yeah.
So, this Grind for Mine with the new additions, these guys don't even know who competitive choice is, So, as they being introduced to them tonight.
As Miles Burns, again, with a strong finish over the 7-foot Chris Brown. Miles Burns, you said it. He is acting different today.
Acting different. He came to play. He's coming for the player of the week.
That's a good. Hey, he's off to a great start. I
believe Eddie Murphy was coming off that last weekend being player of the week, but he's definitely in contention for that spot tonight.
As he has been very special here tonight. Opportunity to finish off the 3-point play. This is a good opportunity for Grind for Mine, because there's going to be times when Marcus Hall does go to the bench to get some rest to find out who's going to be their next guy. And it's not just they're missing Marcus Hall; they're also missing Simmons. They're also missing Max.
That's true.
They're missing some players.
They're missing a lot of their starters.
They are missing some of their starters, but these guys are continuing to play hard. As Gallon, he's been with the team for a while. He's continuing to try to rally the guys. That he throws it into Chris Brown, and he's going to try to. And he gets fouled. He's going to go back to the free throw line.
And he says thank you for that call. As if he's been begging for a call all night, but we'll have a timeout on the floor from competitive choice. But, Brown just struggling a bit here and battling with those frustrations. And I think it's important to get that out the way now and understand that in the championships, you're not going to be able to do that.
No, you're not going to be able to do that, especially when you have a team like the Defenders or Flight 713. You're going to have to continue to play because they have some guys with some size on those teams as well that they're going to let you bang down low. They're not going to be calling many fouls. So, Chris Brown, you got to keep your head held up high, continue to play hard, do what you do. You're a terrific player. You can't let the refs allow the refs to get in your head.
69-42 right now.
27-point lead here for competitive choice. Fourth quarter. Casey Williams his guys came ready to play. They could play here at the Forge. They could play at Rucker Park. They could play at the Bondi. They're going to be ready to play. It could be rain, snow, competitive choice. They're going to play hard.
Yeah, this competitive choice team, no matter the setting, they're prepared. We talked about just being adjusting to change time after time, and these athletes are definitely well equipped to do so.
Chris Brown gets the second free throw to go, trimming the lead down to 25. Michael Lewis looking for Nate West coming off the screen. Back to Lewis. Lewis pulling up from the parking lot. Gets it to drop.
Yeah, I'm liking this addition of Lewis to this roster.
Oh, Lewis has been terrific. As the shot is off there, rebounded by Gatling. Swings it to the corner. As Burns with another rebound, swings it out to Reed. Reed's going to get inside position and finishes.
Nice play by Reed there.
Reed has a very soft touch around the rim. That was just a little too high for Curtis Bynum. A little too high for Curtis Bynum. As the defenders getting ready to warm up here.
Against Coos Elite, that'll be their last game of the night. Here as we're still in game 2, 30-point margin, 6.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Okay, Chris Brown with some range.
Brown showing he got some range. Beat 30 teams, calling his agent very soon.
That changes the conversation.
That changes the conversation a lot for Chris Brown. A 7-footer with soft touch and can shoot from 3. A lot of NBA teams.
Whoa! Cleared the way for Justin Porter.
Justin Porter, I see you taking flight. Miles Burns said, hold on now.
This is my game. This is my show.
Miles Burns getting fouled, attacking. As he would go try to finish it off at the free throw line. Going back to that play from Justin Porter.
Hey.
What a flush there. He was not afraid to attack.
And that's that JUCO ball.
JUCO players, when you go into that setting, everybody is fighting for a spot. That's what a lot of players learn to play hard on both sides of the court.
True.
No matter the score, as you've seen just there with Justin Porter going in with a strong finish here in the fourth quarter. Gallen bringing the ball back up. See if they get Chris Brown back involved. As Rashawn Jackson draws air there.
Yeah, still some time for Grind for Mine. But you're gonna want to have to get some stops here. You want the energy in your hands, but this competitive choice team, look at this. Michael Lewis just trying to go to the basket here and able to draw some contact.
Michael Lewis staying aggressive. One thing I'm very impressed with competitive choice is, even though they're up by 27 points, it doesn't matter. These guys are still playing like as if they're down 10. They're continuing to play hard, scrap, fight for every rebound, and things like that forms good habits for when there is a tight game or there is a crucial game. They're already conditioned themselves to play hard every play, no matter the score.
And that's the type of mentality that wins the championship. So this team just looking to battle out against the rest of the rosters of the other teams. A lot of people have talked about just the players that are on the other teams and what they have done individually. But what this team could do collectively is the game changer and special within this No Excuses Pro League. And like they say, it's no excuses here. And they fit that mantra so well.
They fit that mantra almost just as good as any team. And another slogan here is respect is earned. Billy White, the legends here at the No Excuses Pro League. He has a way of connecting with all the players, all the coaches,
all the fans,
even us over here at Maxx Sports. He has welcomed everyone here with open arms and make you feel a part of the No Excuses Pro League.
First is good for Lewis.
As Lewis gets it to go here, 28-point game here, 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We have another barn burner waiting for you as Cougar leading defenders get ready to finish off the triple header here tonight, live on Maxx Sports TV.
So full court press still a thing here as Nix is able to get the rip away.
Oh,
in place dunk for Nix.
I see you, Nix. And this is what I'm saying with competitive choice. They're up 31 points and they are full court pressing as Brown would tear the rim down, big fella.
And you know, I think it's important that this competitive choice team does not die down the energy.
Right.
Because the other teams are here.
Right.
And they can see what this competitive choice is doing. And that's kind of like, ooh,
yeah.
Okay, we got to be ready for them. I hope we don't play them first round in the playoffs.
Competitive choice, they will be a tough out for anyone as Burns comes up with another rebound.
Burns easily player of the game.
Yes. Totally agreement there.
This is awareness, you know.
His awareness, his hustle, his grit. He's just been all over the court tonight. Him, Reed, Potts. This is just a collective team effort here from competitive choice. But I will agree, as Miles Burns will be our player of the game here for competitive choice as we're under 3 minutes to go.
Clock will stop at 2:45 here. Fourth quarter, we did have a start time of 8:50 for game 3, but don't go anywhere. Defenders and Cougar Elite will be right here next after this remaining 2.5 minutes here in game 2 of 3. Man, a lot of excitement to end the night. Defenders and Cougar Elite, that's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see how Shabuti Phillips is able to withstand the defenders and the Harrison twin. Malik Amos is in the building, but he is not dressed to play today, so I believe he is here for support. Right. And I can guarantee we'll probably see him here down the line, just not tonight, as the defenders, they may be good to go tonight.
Another guy for Cougar League, Jock Hughes. He's a very talented defender out of Prairie View A&M. He's done a great job here, been a great addition for Cougar League. Be excited to see him play against the defenders and the Harrison twins. Stay tuned, folks, as he has another great one following up right after this one. And we are resume play here as Justin Porter gets the first 3 to fall.
And it is good for 2. Lewis pulls up beyond the arc. Too strong there.
Oh, shit. That's the third time the ball came this way.
Hey, if they just want us on the court, just say that. Just say that. Inbound for competitive choice.
What a attack there from Lewis. Felt like he hanged in the air for a lifetime.
Hey, look, that is core. That is all core we just saw there from him.
Great drive there from Lewis as competitive choice. If I was to tell you a team is up 80-50 like this, very impressive.
No mercy here.
No mercy.
No mercy is all in and out. That first free throw goes. He has one more on the line. Still that full court press we're seeing.
Finds an open Brown, and Brown would finish down low. Good feed there. As Porter's starting to settle in here. Might just be a little too late. Burns with the post.
Burns wanted to get one more play in the mix.
Whoa, Burns. They're just too small.
Trap on the half court.
Head of choice. Under a minute to go. They're still playing very intense basketball. This is a lot of coaches around the country will show this to their high school kids of how you play hard all 4 quarters.
Yeah, playing to the buzzer. And that's exactly what this competitive choice team is doing. It's time dwindles down here.
Oh. Oh my.
That would have been too. I would have had to leave.
That would have been the best dunk I probably
I would have had to leave. This close. We have courtside seats here.
Wow. The whole gym was getting ready to erupt.
I think everyone held their breath there during that attempt from Miles Burns, but 85-59 competitive choice comes out on top of Grind for Mine here at your game 2 of 3. No Excuses Pro League. That ends the regular season for these guys. And excited to see both of these teams in the playoff run.
I am excited for both, like you said, both teams in the playoff run. Any of those teams could be cutting down the net at the end of the year. Competitive choice came here to play, showed no mercy. And if you're Grind for Mine, you're just trying to get your key guys back. I know it's a tough loss, but you got to have a bunch of new guys. Continue to hang your head up, and then they play hard. As we get ready for our third game between Coos Elite and the Defenders, don't go anywhere on Maxx Sports TV as we have a quick word with our sponsor.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
All right, and we're back here live at the Ford Center as we in game 3 between the Defenders and Coos Elite. Paige, what's some of the things you're looking for this game?
high intensity defense.
High intensity defense.
From your defenders, I think we're going to see some defense on their side of things. But that Cougs Elite team, they play very well, very fast-paced type of game. These guys, they'll get their shots up. And this Cougs Elite team, they don't die down. And I think the anticipation is real coming into this game against the defenders. But it's going to be hard to stop players like Holyfield. Cougs Elite, a little bit undersized when it comes to Holyfield and Griffin. So just to see that duo match up against this, I'm just excited to see how The Rock and Djibouti Phillips are able to lead their team to a win here over the defenders.
Exactly. That's a great point. As the defenders, they do have a lot of size with Holyfield and Griffin. And if you're the Cougs Elite, it'll be interesting how Jock Hughes, he hustles, he plays both ends of the floor. See if he can continue to get it going. He's making jumps every game. Every game he's gotten a lot better. See how he closes out the season here for Cougs Elite.
This is an interesting matchup.
Yeah,
it's like both teams have their own individual advantages. And then but one thing for the defenders, they're missing Malik Amos.
That is a big loss for the defenders. Malik Amos took a hard fall. We were all hoping he makes a speedy recovery. That's good. We don't want to speculate on concussions or anything like that, but we just hope, we wish the best for Malik Amos. The 3-point is Harrison. Ooh. Pulling up from Reliant Park.
So a lot of offense here very early on in this matchup. It's Christopher Wilson.
Get an early foul call here. Rudy Phillips, one of the better scorers here. The no excuses.
Yeah, he did have a little challenge last week, as far as shooting goes, but a lot of players did with that adjustment of the new facility.
Right.
So being that you're back here, you kind of want to see some players just tidy it up as
okay.
Right on cue.
The Harrison twins coming out, taking deep threes and making them. 8-3 lead here early for the defenders. But Djibouti Phillips, he's always going to have an answer. He's going to try to keep Cougs Elite in the game.
Oh, yeah. And, every team we saw today is one of those teams that don't kind of go down without a fight. Even the Celtics we saw in Game 1, they definitely fought into the end. And Djibouti Phillips pulls up from the corner. Shots still not falling for him just yet, but I think when those shots begin to fall, his confidence will begin to raise.
Derek Griffin taking the three, but Holyfield down low. Finds the open. Oh, good pass there from Harrison. Harrison, twins and Griffin, they grew up playing ball together. That chemistry goes a long way on the basketball court. It was off there. Djibouti Phillips pulling up.
There you go. That's exactly what they needed.
You got to stop the bleeding here early.
I think this may be one of our closer games here tonight.
First two games was broken wide open early on.
Kind of had a lift for Hughes.
You countered his size if you're Cougs Elite.
It's very hard, but, we've seen players kind of get him agitated.
As he throws down the dunk there, and players are saying he's throwing elbows, and one of the referees will make some calls here. That is off. Rebounded by Griffin. Griffin attacks, and the ball is knocked out of bounds.
The defenders come in 6th on the power ranking. 6 and 4 is their records. While Cougs Elite currently number 9, so this win is very important for them to get that advancement to the playoffs, because we've seen It's Just Us a little bit earlier take that dub over the Celtics, so they're definitely in well position if the Cougs Elite cannot get this win.
If Cougs Elite, they're going to try to get this win as Jock Hughes knocks down a big three for Cougs Elite, making it a 1-point game. As we have a ball game here in Game 3 as They will continue to feed Holyfield down low. Good defense there by Harrison, knocking it out. There's a lot more fans here in the arena for this game.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't want to see these two teams play against? They know what's at stake here, and it's a lot riding on this game right now, and you know that these two teams have a lot of fight in them.
Both of these teams have a lot of fight. Shabuti Phillips kisses that one off the sky and gets the drop. Harrison's short, but Holyfield just banging down low, the big fella.
It's too easy for Holyfield here.
Yeah,
But, you know, one thing I saw last week was he kind of struggled a bit with Justin Reynolds of the Houston Flights, and that's where he got a little agitated. So that matchup could be a problem with them in the playoffs because Houston Flight definitely will be advancing to that playoff position. Yeah,
Houston Flight will definitely be one of the final teams around. But if you're if you're the defenders, being a 6th seed is kind of low.
Well, if you think about it, they did have those 2 losses for the weekend that they forfeited where they didn't show. They were expected to play 7-1-3. Right. So their record does not reflect their play. But outside of that, they still have lost more than 2 games. So
That's true. Just last week, they knocked off the #1 team, Houston Flight. Wow, big 3 there from Kuzali. Christopher Wilson knocking it down, taking the lead.
First lead of the game for Kuzali.
It's a big lead. Done. Somebody fell asleep on defense on the back end. Phillips is getting doubled. Swings it. And it is off. It's another rebound there from Holyfield. He is the league leading rebounder here at the No Excuse Pro League. As he would just another foul for Holyfield going back to the line.
Holyfield doing a great job at drawing that contact here.
He's giving Kuzlik a lot of problems. They're kind of frustrated. He's a bigger guy. His elbow is probably getting in their way a little bit, but they're going to have to continue to play through the contact, continue to play hard.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to fight through those frustrations that we kind of saw last game, get under the way for Chris Brown for Grind for Mine. That frustration definitely got into his mental. The mental game was something that he was unable to just prevail through. So this Coos Elite team don't want to get frustrated too early on. It's still first quarter. The game is a 1-point game right now, so there's still ample amount of time for things to change here and power to be shifted into their hands. They just gotta play their own game, and
continue to play their own game, do what they do well. As Mike Real Deal Holyfield back at the line, he is the lead rebounder here at the next pro league, averaging 15 rebounds a game. That is big time. He also averaged 16 points a game as well. And that's huge, having a guy that can give you 15 and 15 every night. As he was first in of the free throws, couldn't get it to drop. And as he misses both free throws, 15 to 14, 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. As the defenders will get the ball back here with an easy feed down to Ty Jordan.
A lot of confusion there.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. Some of the coaches from Coos Elite thought it was their ball. But when you have a guy like Phillips, he say, "I got you, coach." Ties the game up at 17. Deep three there from Phillips.
And you want to see him make those type of plays because that's what exactly keeps his Coos Elite team in.
That's what keeps – he's a very formidable scorer. Is Harrison again pulling up from the logo.
Oh, man. Think we might have some pride coming on into this court.
That is the third shot that the Harrison twins have pulled up from the logo. They're just showing off their range here early on in the first quarter.
Range on display, but I think we're going to have some great entertainment here.
As Phillips is going to try to answer back, swings it out to Hughes, and he is fouled for opportunity for the 4-point play. One thing coach used to say when you close out, try not to leave your feet. Try not to close out, close out with knowing where you're going to be on the court as Holyfield picks up the foul there.
Great play by Hughes, though.
Yeah, nice play by Hughes. Able to finish off try to get the 4-point play. Shot that over off.
Nice finger roll there. That was Doug Young.
Doug Young getting on the board here, giving Cougs a lead, another lead, 22-20 here in the first quarter. As they now are trapping Holyfield. They found out he is the real deal. You got to get the ball out of his hands.
From the corner.
Another three from Cougs Elite.
That was Doug Young once again. So 5 points there for him in these last two runs.
Harrison.
Oh, Ty Jordan. We talked about him last week, filling in for Malik Amos after he went down very early on in that game, and now being a pivotal player for this defender offense.
He is a shooter's shooter. Opportunity for the 4-point play here. It is off, and rebounding here from Cougs Elite as they have numbers. Just
Wilson missing everything there.
Just off to the right. I'm liking how Holyfield is running the court, seals this guy off for Harrison to make the easy lay-in and drive.
So 25 up right now. Ooh, Djibouti Phillips showing us with some handles. Gotta finish that. Gotta finish that.
He was at the park with that one.
But you gotta finish that play because that could easily be one of those top 10 plays.
Yeah, that was nice. So Harrison twins early on getting some threes to go. It's not a good sign if you're Cougs Elite. You got Holyfield being the real deal down low. You got the Harrisons knocking down threes. You can't let them have both. You got to stop either or if you're Cougs Elite.
Right. But Cougs Elite playing very well, holding their own weight here against the defenders. The defenders definitely the upper size team here in this matchup, but Cougs Elite just offensively playing their own game, taking those attempts, not hesitating. That's something we haven't seen from this team.
Exactly. As Harrison would get the second free throw to go down, extending, giving the defenders the lead here. Djibouti Phillips keeping the Cougs Elite in this game.
Trying to maintain those handles. Got some reach in by Aaron.
As they're going to give the ball back to Cougs Elite. Good defense there from Holyfield.
Fade away, but not away.
He pulled that from Dallas. He took one step past the half-court line and Aaron Harrison feeling it here.
It's going to be an isolation here.
He is on fire.
Aaron Harrison.
Having himself a quarter. Early 32-27 lead here for the defenders. The Harrisons making it rain from long range. As we will have a quick word with our sponsor. Thank you guys so much for joining us here live on Maxx Sports TV. And we are back here live in the second quarter. Gentry Williams, Paige Lawrence on the call. Zachary Fordyce, our lead producer. Darian Valson on the camera. As Cougs Elite and defenders, we have been seeing some long-range shooting here early on as rebounded by the Twins.
Yeah, this is definitely the shooting clinic. That's why the stands are full right now here at the Ford. A no-look pass to Hughes, but then sent to the corner. Good for 3. That's going to be Cordell Henderson.
Cordell Henderson closing the gap to 2. Turnover, bad pass there from Harrison. And he's going to kiss that one off the glass there.
Making it a tie ball game. So Cougs Elite came out of this first quarter with some energy behind them. But Ty Jordan pulling up, and we know it's good every time he pull up.
Ty Jordan, he hits nothing but bottom. He just has that shooter's release.
I love the ball movement right now we're seeing from Cougs Elite because it's working in their favor. Another 3-point from Doug Young.
Ball movement creates energy from players, and Harrison lobs it up to Holyfield.
Get out the way because Real Deal is not dialing back a bit.
Real Deal throwing it down. Nice pass there from Harrison. The defenders looking as well to make a statement. And that is picked off from Griffin. Look out. Griffin showing himself out today.
Man, these boys are hooping, okay?
Hey, they've been hooping this entire day. As another steal, he's going to pull that.
No good for him.
Just a little short there from Ty Jordan.
Pull it up, Hughes. We got a shooting clinic going on right now. Definitely going to want to slow down the game here.
Andrew Harrison. He has been loving this spot on the left side of court. Good defense there. To get an alley up to Hughes. Climbing the ladder. Throwing it down. 37-39 here. 9 minutes to go. Every
possession has been one to keep your eyes wide open. As Griffin from New York, no good there.
Djibouti Phillips doing a great job of keeping his teammates in the game. He's dancing, stepping back.
No good for him, missing everything. And we've seen him make those shots before.
I was about to say, if he made that. That is backcourt there. The Harrison twins, they have been letting it fly from half court. If you're Cougs Elite, that's really, as a defender, you're like, okay, you can have that. But if they're hitting them, you might have to start playing some full court pressure.
Yeah, I definitely want to see some full court. You want to see more defense on the Cougs Elite, but have been. And we've seen the reps where they've able to kind of play good. But look at this, The Rock checking into the game for Cougs Elite. Someone who else is a pivotal player for this team.
Oh, The Rock, very quick, crafty guard, gets to any spot on the floor. Great at finishing with either hand as the Harrison again knocks down another 3. And if you're Cougs Elite, it's starting to talking about see if you can pick those guys up as soon as they inbound the ball. They're walking up the court already in rhythm. You got to disrupt their time and disrupt their rhythm a little bit.
Oh, the rim just rejecting everything right now.
The Harris, good crossover there as he.
We're seeing a game here.
Yeah, this has been a back and forth, high intensity game.
The Rock pulling up, 1-footer.
Another rebound from Holyfield. Harrison throws it up, just couldn't get it to connect.
So 3-on-1 here. Gotta make that 3-on-1. Gotta make that during that possession.
As Harrison is gonna get it to drop. Sending this lead out for the defenders.
It's Andrew there, getting some inside action.
Oh!
Get out the way, because Kavion Blaylock is here to stay.
Avion with the strong finish. Holyfield says, give it right back. Oh.
It's the responses for me.
Yeah. This has been one of the best games of the three so far. It's been a very intense game here.
Same team there for that rebound. Holyfield and Griffin.
From half court.
Oh my goodness.
He is pulling up from half court.
This is a prideful game going on, okay?
As Jock Hughes pulls in another three. It's only a 2-point game here. Andrew and Aaron Harrison taking turns. Step back. Rebounding from Hughes. He's going to stop it. He's going to pop it. In and out there.
But if you're going to do that, ensure that someone's there to get your rebound, because now we're just having a 3-point contest at this point.
Yes, good point. Swings it out. Good finish there from Kevin Blaylock.
We're back at a tie game.
Tie game, 44 all. And just like that, folks, it's tied back up. Both teams playing hard, answering the bell. You have a big dunk on this side. You're going to have a big dunk on that side. Big threes. This game has been full of great plays from each team.
And that definitely explains why there's full stands here, as your fans are in the stands looking for a show, and the energy is well and alive here. Defenders versus Coos Elite. This is game of 3 of 3 tonight, and this will be their last game of the regular season, as we'll go to playoffs on Sunday.
Each team trying to make that.
Oh, my goodness. Pulling up from the logo.
That was a nice shot there from
Aaron Harrison is on fire.
Aaron is on fire. There's two guys.
Yeah, it's been a good game. You know, energy is well and alive always here at your No Excuses Pro League. Highly competitive game that we've seen here.
It's been a highly competitive game. It's just the intensity of this game is pretty high. Got to allow these guys to, express themselves. They're just trying to. It's a very intense game. Everybody's playing hard.
And when you're very passionate about the game of basketball, sometimes those feelings come off a different way. And you'll see these players just being very involved. And I think we're just in for a show here, as we are going to take a quick breather here as the refs figure out what they plan to do here. And I believe the clock will stop, so I think we may have some time added to the clock, but we'll go on a brief intermission here until we figure out what's going on the court. Don't go anywhere.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
And we are back here live on Maxx Sports TV, as the officials will go over to each team and just, talk to the players, allow the players to calm down. This has been a very, very intense basketball game. A lot riding on this game. If you look, there's no empty seats. So there's just a lot of energy between the players. No hard feelings. Just want the guys to settle down, get back to playing basketball.
Yeah, this Coos Elite team, they're looking to get a dub to advance over that It's Just Us team, being that they're currently 9th on that position list. So they're looking to improve in the power rankings. And so this game is just as important as the defenders, because the defenders are kind of on that bubble as well.
Yes. The defenders are trying to close out, make a strong statement heading into the playoffs. And this is great job by the officiating crew.
We shot the one technical foul.
All right.
same time, count each other out, and then 8 is the one we shot for.
Awesome. As we get the officials clearing everything up on a technical foul. So we have a technical foul on Shabuti Phillips, and we also had a technical foul on Ty Jordan, and there was also a technical foul on Aaron Harrison. That's why Kuzalik got to shoot the free throw. But that was just great officiating.
Yeah.
That was top of the line officiating crew right there, not throwing the guys out the game. As the real deal throws it down, gets this lead back up to 2 for the defenders.
Yeah, it's gonna go down to the wire, I believe. You know, the officials are paying very closely attention to these fouls, making sure these guys play a safe game, which is just gonna be a highly competitive game. As you can hear a pin drop in here.
You can't hear a pin drop. But if you guys can see, there is no open seats here at the Ford Center. There are people standing on the sidelines as we have a pass to go with the finger roll in the right hand, and it is picked off by Kuzalik.
Christopher Wilson, and it is good from 3, giving them a 5-point lead over the defenders.
He's just letting it fly there. Andrew dancing, goes left. Finish off the right, using the backboard as a shield. Good finish there from Andrew.
Pull up from the corner, that's Young. We've seen him make that tonight, but not quite there.
He is very capable of making that shot, just a little off there. As Aaron short on the 3. Swings it out. Ty Jordan hitting nothing but bottom.
Right when you need him, he's there.
Every time.
Imagine that duo with him and Amos on the same lineup on the court once.
Even if the Harrisons need to take a break, you could come in with Amos and Ty.
That's too much.
The defenders.
That's too much. that's too much. That's too. I would love to see playoffs.
They are going to be a problem for sure.
3.9. Way to take us into halftime. That's Aaron Harrison, 57-54. We'll go to halftime. Be right back with you guys momentarily.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
Alabama 59 called Tacos Tierra Caliente. Alabama Street 59. Let's just start with the defenders.
Right.
Getting Holyfield way more involved is going to be the key for them, as he completely dominated there a little bit in the first quarter. So getting him more involved, he's been kind of quiet there in the second quarter, but that's going to be their best bet, as Kuza Lee has been able to respond very well as far as shooting goes. A little physicality that we had, but Jacuz is on, Phillips is on, Wilson is on, and that's exactly what you want to see for Kuza Lee when they're going against the defenders.
Exactly what you want to see. And, one thing from Kuza Lee, I've been very impressed. Even though the Harrisons, they're pulling up from half court, hitting big threes, Holyfield's dominating down low. The defenders are doing everything they want to do, but yet it's only a three-point game. If you're Kuza Lee, you have to feel great about that. You're still in the ball game. You've answered every call. Mm-hmm. This is a team, if you're trying to, put together a game to show, hey, we deserve that 8 seed, this would be a good game for Casey and the crew to look at to show that Kuza Lee might be one of the top 8 teams here to No Excuse Pro League.
Yeah, it's definitely a good look for Kuza Lee, and I hope that they are able to pull off a win, because I would love to see them in the playoffs. I feel like they're very competitive. Their style of play will go very on. They had a couple tough losses here early in the season, which kind of hinders their record, but hopefully they can get a win here.
As we get ready to start the third quarter here, 3-point game.
Nice bounce pass. Oh, my goodness. Get out the way. Kavion Blaylock is coming through.
Whoa.
Don't play with him.
I might just have to do we might just do a top 10 on this game alone.
Top 10 for today.
Yes.
Top 10 of today, because day one of the weekend is going crazy.
As the rim is still shaking off of that thunderous dunk from Kevin Blaylock. That is his second powerhouse dunk of the game. I see you, big fella. Wow.
So one shot to give here to make this a 3-point play, but impressive.
That shut the whole gym erupted after that dunk.
Man, y'all are in for a show. Don't go anywhere. 11 minutes remaining in this competition. And Kuza Lee just fighting back against the defenders right now.
Way to run the lane from Jock Hughes. Swings it back out to Phillips, and he's going to pull up from Katie and gets it to drop.
If that was his defenders team, I would be a bit worried, because this Kuza Lee team is doing everything well right now. But that's what the defenders do well.
When you have Andrew and Aaron Harrison on fire, it's tough for anyone to beat.
That's Doug Young.
Big rebound there from Holyfield. 1-point lead here.
Oh, my goodness.
He is showing out today. Swings it. Another 3 from Kuza Lee. I am very impressed with Kuza Lee.
It's a 3-point shootout going on right now. And these are probably some of the best 3-point shooter teams in this league. So to see this matchup, I'm not surprised at all.
Not surprised at all. As we are tied here in the third quarter. That stolen here from the defenders.
And then not good for Ty Jordan. So Hughes will take his time, set up, take a breather. In and out it goes. But he'll take a retry. No good. Yeah, definitely bring it inside there. Able to still make a play.
Strong finish from Hughes. Ooh, what a pass. They're going to pull it out, reset.
Look, I'm scared. I'm scared.
I was getting ready. I thought he was going to tear it down again. Off the glass of Griffin.
Defenders needed that, because Kuza Lee was about to go on a run.
What a game. What a game here. You are getting a full no excuse experience here today, folks. 2 highly competitive teams going back and forth, full of talent. As Andrew off the glass.
Ooh, Jock Hughes.
Jock.
It's the handles.
And he's still going to get it to go. Opportunity for the and one. Kevin Blaylock.
Blaylock. Blaylock, nice to meet you. You have made your name a staple here for Coos Elite as y'all are battling back and forth to the defenders. He would go to the line to make this a 3-point play, but his performance so far, dominance.
Has been dominance. And you were saying before the game, who is going to be that guy from Coos Elite to answer the bell to the real deal, Holyfield? And it seemed like Kavion Blaylock came out in the second half and said, it's going to be me. I'm going to be that guy to assert dominance and be the physical force for Coos Elite.
And no hesitation by him at all. You see him just kind of make everyone get out of his way.
As Holyfield banging, and he is going to be going back to the free throw line. That's just a lot. He's a lot to handle for Coos Elite.
It's a 1-point game here. As Holyfield takes his time. Misses the first. We talked about he has to be involved for this defenders team to win because the Coos Elite, they have so much energy right now.
Yes.
They're playing almost like the style of Corey Brewer. You see him play a Brew Crew.
Yes.
It's very energized, high intensity that we're seeing from this Coos Elite team right now.
As that was a full court pass, and it was just tipped there from Holyfield. And you're right, Paige. You know, Coos Elite, they're continuing to play hard. They continue to shoot threes as Harrison steps back for another three, and then it's off, rebounded by Holyfield, tipped in. But Coos Elite, they're going to continue to get threes up.
With the reverse layup, just a little too light on that. Just want a little bit more power on that. That was a good play, though, by him.
Good attempt. Good defense from Holyfield, forcing the change of shot.
He's going to make that play.
And another foul here for Coos Elite. The defenders will be going back to the free throw line. Holyfield has just been a problem down low all game.
And you want to actually limit the fouls on him because you don't want him to get enough reps in to where he's comfortable with the ball being in his hands.
Yes. Because if he gets comfortable at the free throw line, it's a wrap. As he is 0 for 5 from the free throw line. I wonder if they can employ the hack of Holyfield rule here. Strategy.
So sending it to the corner for Jordan, but it hits the side of the backboard there.
Good bounce pass there from Hughes. He has been running the court all game long.
This is how they're staying in the game, though. That's what's working well for them, so, of course, continue to do so.
Ooh. Harrison is dancing.
Stay down. Just stay down.
Good dump out there to Holyfield, and he's trying to get it to go. Good defense there from Phillips, and it swings it out. And another three here from Coos Elite. This game has been back and forth. Thank you guys so much for joining us here live on Maxx Sports TV as we have a great game between the defenders and Coos Elite battling for playoff position as Harrison sinks another big shot there for the defenders. They would give him 3 points for that one.
Yeah, even ball game here. We're just going back and forth right now. This is how you know this game is just matched to the T.
Great matchup here. And that time he is fouled as Holyfield was waiting on him.
Yeah.
As those guys had a meeting at the rim. I'm loving this matchup between Holyfield and Blaylock.
Yeah, Holyfield wasn't going to let that come through again. No way. 2 times? No way. He's seen it come in and he was prepared for it. So Blaylock will go to the line, but just outstanding performance we've seen from Blaylock thus far.
Blaylock being aggressive every time he gets the opportunity to drive to the lane. He is not afraid of the moment at all.
Man, he belongs in the playoffs.
Yes, he does. But, you know, as you were saying, Holyfield, you're not going to catch me. You're not going to catch Holyfield slipping twice.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Unless he's on the bench. That's it.
That's it. As again, we do have a packed house here at the Ford Center. This has been a great showing from both teams as Casey Williams doing a great job making sure we have ball games today. He's done a fantastic job as a commissioner of the No Excuse Pro League. Huge shout out to Casey Williams.
Blaylock goes 2 for 2 at the line, making this a 2-point game. It's almost like everyone's holding their breath.
Yes.
They don't know what's going to happen next for this.
It has been such a back and forth, and I thought he was going to be able to squeeze the pass in there. Just couldn't get it in there. Great defense from the defenders.
And as a Cougar League, you don't want to get too comfortable with those type of long-term passes.
You don't. As another rebound and putback from Holyfield, he has just been dominating all game. We get a no call here, and Ty Jordan on the break. So he's going to finish it and give the defenders a 4-point as Phillips gets it to go off the glass. And that's why it's important to know who your guy is in moments like that. You know, to get the ball to Phillips. Let him get the offense going. Let's settle everything down. Great shot there from Phillips.
Step back for Harrison, nipping that rim, but Griffin is there.
Griffin and Holyfield just dominating down low for the defenders, as we do have a wet spot. What a great back and forth game so far between these two teams, vying for playoff position as the number 6 defenders versus the number 9 Cougs Elite. This game has a lot of stakes for it, as you can tell with the intensity of the ball game.
Yeah, this game has been everything and more. You know, this is the perfect way to end it, the first day of this weekend in the regular season for both of these teams. So as the competition gets underway, 82-78 right now, but make it 82-81.
1-point game now as the defenders will try to answer the bell. And then we get another foul call here, sending Aaron Harrison to the line. It's been probably the most exciting game of the season. Both teams going back and forth. There's a lot on the line here for this game, and I'm just liking how both teams are competing at a high level.
And, you know, I also think the momentum has built from today. You know, it started day one.
Yes.
That Celtics bench was just outstanding.
Yes.
And you come in, competitive choice just sets everything on fire. And now this matchup, defenders and Cougs Elite, this is the closest game we've seen today.
Yes.
And I think as the summer progresses, games are going to be on this high intensity level because the prize is on the line right now.
The prize is on the line as Griffin gets a rebound and tips it back in. Swings it out to Hughes. As we get a bucket here from Ty Jordan, extending the lead out to 5.
You don't want to let too many of those go because that's probably the third time they've allowed Ty Jordan to do that play.
Ty Jordan very quick, gets out in transition as we're going to get a timeout to wipe up another wet spot on the floor. Casey Williams doing a great job of keeping these players safe. Safety's first over everything. As the Cougs Elite head coach has a word with the official.
Here at your No Excuses Pro League.
The price of admission has been worth it this game alone.
A slight hesitation from Young.
Oh, what a shot. I thought it was pretty good defense there from the defenders throughout the entire shot clock, but they just was able to make the shot there. Under 5 seconds to go here. Harrison throws it up and throws it down to Holyfield to end the third quarter on with a 5-point lead as the defenders finishing strong here. As we would take a break here live on Maxx Sports TV and have a word with our sponsors. As there is a So, Paige, so far, both of these teams have answered the call of each run. Every time it seems like one team's going to make a run, Coos Elite comes back and hits a big shot. If Aaron Harrison hits a big shot, Shabuti Phillips comes back and hits a big shot. It's been a back-and-forth game all game.
Man, these players are just warmed up and ready to go. Maybe it was the late start time that they had a little time to mentally prepare for this game. But on both sides of the ball, these teams are just playing outstanding, doing things that we have not seen them do all summer. And then, I mean, Blaylock, he has just been pivotal player for this Coos Elite team and just making those big-time plays, giving this team the energy that they need to withstand against the defenders has been essential for this game. And while we only see a 5-point margin, which really has been back and forth here for both teams. So as we get ready to start quarter 4 here at game 3, Coos Elite versus the Defenders. Defenders currently leading the competition, but it's anyone's ball game.
It's anyone's ball game, especially when you have a team like Coos Elite with the talent they have, Jock Hughes, Phillips, Blaylock. These guys aren't going anywhere. Stay tuned as we have a great finish here in the fourth quarter, live on Maxx Sports TV. I would have to say probably on for the year, the top 10 plays all year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I may just get that highlight just so I can rewatch it. But 12 minutes to give. Who wants it more here? Defenders are Coos Elite sending it down the lane to Holyfield.
Holyfield just too easy for the big fella, tipping it in, extending the lead out to 7 here.
And we talked about he has to be more involved for this team to win, and that's been the difference for this Defender team.
Jock Hughes swings it, and back tip by Holyfield. Gets it right back to Hughes, and he is just short.
Yeah.
Wonder if it just off a little bit there. Aaron's going to pull up and gets it to drop. Extending the lead out to 10 as we get a timeout from Coos Elite.
Much needed for Coos Elite right now.
Yeah, you don't want the game to break open like that. Call a timeout, regather you guys, let them collect themselves, as we would try to collect ourselves here on Maxx Sports TV. And we have a quick word with our sponsor.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
And we are back here live on Maxx Sports TV. Gentre Williams, Paige Lawrence, Zachary Fordyce, lead producer, Darian Valson on the camera, as we have a great game for you guys, as Coos Elite has made a substitution, brought back Shabuti Phillips and Blaylock to stop this run that the Defenders are on.
Tipped by Wilson, so it will be the Defenders' ball. But yes, Coos Elite, they still have ample amount of time here to climb back that 10-point margin we're seeing.
Trying to climb back in this game, but when you have Andrew and Aaron Harrison shooting shots like that, it's just tough to play defense. No look pass from Phillips.
Fall for him. That's a good look for Coos Elite.
Swings it down to Holyfield. Back out to Jordan.
Get out the way because Griffin is swaying.
Swaying on the rim. What a finish from Griffin. Jock Hughes swings it back out. Good trap there from the Defenders.
Sent back to Young, and it's good.
There we go. Young starting to heat up here when his team need him the most. Keeping the lead within 6 points. Big shot there. Andrew probing and gets it to drop. Big shot there from Andrew Harrison. Good drive there. As he gets a block coming back on the other end, and Hughes is just off, rebounded by Blaylock.
Great effort by Blaylock.
Blaylock's been all over the court tonight.
Young.
Hey. Ooh! As Griffin throws it down.
Griffin filling the floor tonight. To Christopher. No good.
10-point game here for the defenders. As Griffin's going to pull up from the... He's off just a little bit.
But you know who's not. Getting us to that 102-point margin.
As Andrew Harrison breaks the defenders over 100 points. Good cut there from Hughes and good find from Phillips.
Yeah, Kuzma going to want to try to get some stops right now. Falling behind, letting his time kind of dwindle down.
We have an 11-point lead here from the defenders. The Harrison twins have been shooting the lights out here at the Ford Center. They doubled on Holyfield. But it don't matter.
Can't stop that, man. You cannot stop. That's a bad man right there.
They are on fire as Aaron Harrison knocks down another deep three.
And he's able to draw the contact there for Young.
Picks up a foul there.
I'm liking how time for them.
Yeah, it's still a lot of time for Kuz Elite. As you can look at their bench and their team, they don't look deflated. They're still into the game. This is a team that's going to continue to fight. As we get point game, we're under 8 minutes to go here at the Ford Center, as we've had a high-flying affair between Kuz Elite and the defenders. Speaking of high-flying, if you guys have been paying attention to the NBA draft, Russell Westbrook is now officially, has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, forming a big three with LeBron and Anthony Davis. As we get an offensive foul on Aaron Harrison, kicking out the leg.
The kick, yeah.
Good call there.
Good call there, but dangerous.
Dangerous. You want to be careful kicking out your leg like that. As Phillips going to pull up from the logo.
It's important for Phillips not to get so caught up in this pride match that we're seeing, because that can lose them this ball game.
Right. But Phillips, he is a capable shooter.
Right.
And he's trying to answer the bell and provide a spark for Kuz Elite. As we get a timeout here on the court, and we have a quick word with our sponsor here live on Maxx Sports TV.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
And we're back in action here. Defenders 105, Kuz Elite 92, 6.5 minutes remaining. And right on key, that was Harrison, too short there.
Harrison, I don't know how many shots they... It's Holyfield with the block. Harrison.
Nice possession we just saw there.
Aaron Harrison sinking a dagger in. Kuz Elite has lost their rhythm here in the fourth quarter. You can feel the momentum for the defenders building up here. As Griffin tries to get a deep three to go. Blaylock sees a lane. Tries to throw it down again, as he's going to throw it. I thought he was going to go to Holyfield
He was going for himself. That was a play designed for primarily him.
Swings it out to Hughes.
Yeah, these guys are going to need a basket.
As it is an 18-point game here for the defenders.
And that is just extended.
The defenders have outscored Kuz Elite by 15 points. This has been a tough run from Kuz Elite. They're going to have to get a timeout, try to get the guys to collect themselves. They're not out of the ball game yet. They are very capable of getting hot and getting stops. They have the talent to do it, as Phillips, being aggressive, goes right into Holyfield's chest and gets to the line. Good drive there from Phillips.
Very, very pesty player that he plays, and I can see the annoyance from the defenders on him. But that's what the Cougs Elite team needs.
Right, right. As he gets the first free throw to go. Phillips, Gary Jones pointing out Phillips, his free throw routine. He always pulls his shorts up. Everyone has their own free throw routine, and that's a very
superstitions.
Yeah, it's like different superstitions. Do you have a free throw superstition routine or
counting? Is more so just counting in the head.
Right.
Doug Young trying to maintain those handles, sending it to Phillips, but dropping it down to Blaylock, and Blaylock finishing on Holyfield.
Blaylock showing no mercy, no fear, going up strong with Holyfield, cutting the lead down to 19. Finishing off the three-point play there from Blaylock. But the Harrison twins, two veteran guards, they're going to slow the game down, wind as much clock. These guys have been in a lot of big games.
Yeah, these guys are definitely aware of these settings.
The Harrisons played at the University of Kentucky, made a strong run to the national championship, coached by the great John Calipari.
So Phillips loses that one, looking for the foul, but no foul.
Swings out to Jordan, and he is off to the right side of the rim just a little bit. Good defense there, and he's gonna.
Look.
That was.
You may have to call it when we got something like that
happen.
Look out!
Oh, man. They gotta have a dunk contest.
And look, I will very much be in attendance. I think some glass will shatter.
Burns. Get some other guys out
Christian
there.
Christian
James.
Man, this game is just fun.
That's important. That's the most important part of basketball, is having fun. These guys are having fun out there today. As we're going to get a timeout on the floor from Cougs Elite as they have a quick word with the officials, and we will have a quick word with our sponsor here live on Maxx Sports TV.
Here's to the game day ritual. Here's to every spin, tap, wipe, and clap. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
As we resume here, 2:20 remaining in this competition, 115-97 right now. Defenders leading the competition. Tipped away, but they will call it a foul on Holyfield. So Cougs Elite inbound. The hands of Young. Nice two-point play by him.
Young's been big for Cougs Elite all game as they are running out of time here against the defenders. As he gets a steal, sends it up a little too high for Jock Hughes. Just a little too high. Jock Hughes can get up with anyone.
Yeah, that was unfortunate to see, as we've been seeing just some stellar dunks here.
Highlights all game long.
They telling D. Griff to shoot, and he misses everything, but his teammate is there to pick him back up.
That's a big shot there from Jesse James, as Hughes will get another finish there.
To put them at the 100 mark.
As this has been a very entertaining back and forth games. Here, all three games has been high energy, very competitive. And we want to say thank you to everyone joining here live on Maxx Sports TV, wherever you may be, here at the No Excuse Pro League. A huge shout out as that one goes into the stands.
Someone says if you don't like us, just say that. Now I can definitely attest to that one.
And another 3 here from Coos Elite gets it to go. 10-point game. And another steal. Uh-oh. As it's gotten. Oh, did he go between the legs? What a finish from Andrew Harrison. They are having fun out here today. And he is going to get the block there. Good sportsmanship there by Holyfield. Great competitor.
Blaylock will go to the line, but we may need to ask him for an autograph after this one.
Right. That guy's going to win a dunk contest someday, for sure.
High caliber athletes we just see here week after week, and this is just a start of the weekend. 3 games tomorrow on schedule for your No Excuses Pro League.
We have 3 more games coming to you guys tomorrow here live on Maxx Sports TV.
Yeah, tomorrow we're expected to see Mob Ties versus Showtime. The start time is 6:30. Frosttown Elite versus Houston Flights will be that second game, and Brew Crew versus Flight 713 will end the Friday night.
That's going to be a great one. Brew Crew versus Frosttown Elite. That's going to be a very competitive game, just like it was here between the Defenders and Coos Elite, as Phillips gets another 3 up, and it is in and out. As Griffin pulls up from half court, they are having fun.
The attempts for me for him. It's the attempts for me.
If he can extend his range out like that. As Phillips throws it, tries to throw it down, and we're going to get Blaylock with the windmill.
Hey,
he can get up.
I ain't mad at it, Blaylock. I ain't mad at it.
And that would do it. The Defenders finishing their season strong in an epic fashion against a Coos Elite. 121-111, 10-point win for Coos Elite. And we want to say thank you guys so much for joining us live on Maxx Sports TV. Paige, we had some great basketball today. What's some of the things, that's very memorable from the night?
The energy here is well and alive. It started from game 1. The Celtics bench just erupted every possession that they had the ball. Although they did fall short to their competitors there, the energy just continued to roll with competitive choice, just completely dominating the floor from beginning to end buzzer. And now this game, just a close matchup until the very end. And it just speaks volume of the energy that we expect this week.
It is going to be high intense energy all game. I was very impressed with the Defenders here today. They answered the bell against a very scrappy Coos Elite team. And then you also, like you said, competitive choice, playing hard all 48 minutes of the ball game. And I'm just blown away by some of the energy that's played here at the No Excuse Pro League. And I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us here live on Maxx Sports TV. Stay tuned, as tomorrow we'll be right here back to start the game. Thank you, and you guys have a great night.